Welcome to the treasure room.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Prepare for vault door opening.
That's right. Let's get the vault door open. Let's get it started, everybody. Put a 1 in the chat if you can see and hear me. And I'm going to bring the chat up right over there because I have magic 3D powers. Welcome to Vault 45, everybody. My name is Kismet. They call me the Gaming Tycoon because I played all of these ones. Ooh, this one coming up, everybody. Ooh, very excited. I play all of these games and so many more over the last 50 years. That's right. You know somebody who's been playing games for half a century, who's also going to be 55 years old next month, as well as the Twitch partner. I got to be up there on the how old Twitch partners are, but I wonder the percentage of the Twitch partners who are above level or above real life level 50. I wonder. I bet you it's not that many, everybody. I bet you it's a small group. I bet you it's an elite group of awesome people. For sure, for sure. But thanks for coming in, hanging out, everybody. Now, again, I've been taking care of my IRL, everybody. It's been an absolute nightmare. I've spent 18 hours moving over my cell phones to another carrier, and it's just been basically a circus of, or dumpster fire of stupidity. It sucks when you're the smartest person in the room, everybody. But I'm going, no, that's not it. No, that's not what's causing it. Nope, I already did that. Nope. That's not it. When you're teaching the tech support on problem solving, that's really sucky because I've been in computers and everything for 40 years. But I know what it is and I know what it isn't. There's some of that stuff they tell you to do. I'm like, dude, I already did it. I'm telling you, it's not that. It's the first stuff you do. Turn the phone off. You restart the phone. You reset your network settings. Yada yada yada. But I did it anyway, just to placate them. But it was a huge waste of my time. So still having issues with that, everybody. Still having issues with that. It's an absolute nightmare. I am getting to the age now. Maybe I'm just getting jaded. Maybe I'm getting cantankerous or kiss-tankerous at my age. That technology is more of a burden than anything else. It's become a burden to the average person because you have to spend so much of your time fixing that technology that you have to find why it doesn't work, and you spend endless hours fixing this stuff that you really don't want to do. You know what you want to do? Whatever the hell you got the thing for in the first place, that's what you want to do, right? If you got a laptop, maybe you want to do your email, maybe you want to do your stuff, but that stuff ain't working. Maybe you want to do some art or entertainment or music, whatever, but you know what? That stuff ain't working. Maybe you want to make calls on your phone and receive text messages and phone calls on your phone, but guess what? That ain't working either. And thus you have to spend an endless amount of hours of your life being drained out of you fixing this technology. Again, I've been in technology forever, everybody. I know all the technology stuff over the years, and I can tell you I have wasted decades of my life in total fixing things, fixing this, fixing that. I'm like the technical person who fixes things for most people in the family. So I just getting really tired of it. I'm really tired to have to fix stuff. And here on the stream, everybody, because this technology is so young, it doesn't, it's not like Photoshop. If you open up Photoshop, everybody, that's pretty well, thing, and it still has problems from time to time. But it's pretty solid, right? Because it's been around a long time. They make it rock solid. It works pretty well. Actually, I prefer Infinity Designer because you only pay for it once. You have to pay that monthly bill. I stopped doing all the Adobe products because they were scamming people and making it where you couldn't cancel and being shady. I don't support companies that are super shady, everybody. No, peace out. I'm out of there when they're being shady. You lost a customer. I don't support that. The best way to tell them that you're not going to put up with it is don't give them your money, everybody. Just like when they're hiking games up to $80, $90, so people have to work 2 8-hour shifts. Not just one. You're like, well, Kismet, if they're making $10 an hour, that's $80. Nah, but you still got to pay your taxes. You got to pay your Social Security. You got to pay all your disability, all that stuff out of your check, man. That's a huge chunk of your check that's going to the government. And guess what? You got to work a whole nother day. So you got to work basically 2 shifts to buy 1 video game. That's crazy. I say go indie, everybody. Go indie. Support all the indie devs. They're crushing it right now. They're knocking it out of the park, everybody. They're making great games. You know why? Because they want to make a great game. They don't just want to make a quick buck. They want to make a great game, and they want to be successful at making that great game. And if they make some money, awesome. But go and check out all the indie devs, everybody. Show them some love. Help them get off the ground so they can go and make great games. That's what I suggest you do. Spend your money wisely on the smaller games, just so they can survive and go on and make great games. I think that's the thing to do. Now, I think I'm slightly becoming addicted to this game. I might be overdoing it, everybody. I might be overdoing it. I don't know. Is 1,264 hours in this game overdoing it? I don't know. I have 3,000 hours in Fallout 4 and in 7 Days to Die. So, but that's over a long span of time. That's over 10 years. Where this game is like, I think it's like 8 months or something since October. How many months has it been? 6, 7, 8, 9 months. That might be a little bit much, but yeah, I've been working on my primary character and my alt character. We're going to be doing some Nebula Island with the team tonight. There is just such a huge amount of updates, everybody. There is a massive updates, and I had some amazing drops happen off stream, of course. I even hit rank 17 on a world boss today. It was pretty awesome. Again, I've been kind of doing off stream, just doing all the grindy stuff where, you get your contracts, and I was doing like 50 contracts on my alt and just doing all that daily stuff to try to get that stuff out of the way. So then when it's time to run my team, I'm not worried about, hey, I got to go do all this other daily stuff. I got that stuff all taken care of. And actually, if you just jump in for like an hour, man, you get that stuff done in just no time at all. And then on to something else. I might start tacking it at the end of the stream where I just jump in, do my dailies for like an hour, and then I'm out. I might do that on the end of other games that I might be playing, like Satisfactory, 7 Days to Die coming up as well, everybody. Yeah, 7 Days to Die coming up as well. On Streamer Weekend on June 13th through the 15th. And then, of course, the public release is supposed to come out on June 16th. So very excited about it. Very, very excited about getting that going on. Gotcha. Got a bug flying around in my face. My kids let all these bugs in, and they come in here and buzz me because I have all the lights. But thanks for coming in, everybody. I appreciate everybody being here, and I appreciate you all understanding when my IRL it's just going, because I talked to them for 3 hours on the phone, but I was exhausted. And again, I'd been doing a whole bunch of other stuff during the day, and I thought, well, okay, we'll get on the phone, we'll fix this phone problem. And then it was 3 hours later, and I got zero sleep. So I'm a train wreck normally, but imagine with zero sleep as well. And I only, I can sleep for 8 to 12 hours, and it still feels like 30 minutes. But it doesn't matter how long I sleep. I could sleep a whole weekend away, and it would feel like 30 minutes to me. And that's part of my medical conditions, everybody, that cause that problem. But I pushed back that line every day for all going on 11 years now. Pretty strong, rocking it. Still going to the gym, lost to 53 pounds. Still going. And man, it is hard to get down even further, man. I'm on a plateau that I cannot break through. But I'm still working at it every day, and I'm hoping to get to the point where I get strong enough where I can break that plateau and get down into the lower 170s. I'm in the higher 170s right now. But I'm trying to get in those lower 170s. And I have stopped eating sugar. I have stopped soda a long time ago. And just really foods that are bad for you. Just about 95% of everything you buy in the store is bad for you, everybody. It just like, it's come to a point now where it's like do or die. It's like, you got to give this stuff up because I'm like eating sugar as a primary food. That's not it. Everything has like massive sums of sugar in it, which is crazy. Crazy. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and say hello to the chat, and then we'll go ahead and dive in. Let's go ahead and say hello to everybody. Who we got? Dragon Wolf coming in, first person I see in the chat. I thought I saw somebody earlier. Who was that? It was Whist. Whist was in earlier while I was setting up all my stuff as well. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. We got Tellus in there. What's up, Tellus? Thanks for bringing that massive Kismet love train there with a lot of funny emotes. In there as well. Dragon Wolf with a 1. Paul, we got PETA, we got Tellus West. Wow, look at all those ones in there. Thank you so much for coming in. I'll give you 1,000 kids cats for backing me up in the chat. Appreciate it. Hey, my chat thing's working today. Celery's good. I'm one of those weird people who love celery with nothing on it. Some people have like peanut butter or whatever on it. I just eat celery just completely plain. I buy it like in a little package and I put it in my fridge and I chew on it all the time. Very crispy, very, very awesome. I try not to eat it too much though, because it's like when you go to like a certain restaurant. That's great that one time, but then in the future, it's you have it too much and then you get burned out on it. I'm like that on celery. Like I'll buy a package of it, I'll eat it, and then I'll take a break on it for a few months, and then I'll get it again. Again, I just like it just plain. That's just the way I am. All right, so yeah, prepare for the future. Thanks for that, Biddy. All right, let's get into it. All right, managed to get a few of my hairs cut there, everybody. I got my hair cut back. Oh, man, it is getting too hot. Oh, and also my AC went out, too. So, yeah, just a whole nightmare of constant issues that I have to solve. Dragon Wolf coming in with a massive 21 months. That's the way to start the stream right there. Bringing in that Kismet love train, everybody. Now, I want to see that love in the chat. Come on, a bunch of people's in the chat right now. Come on, let's throw that love in the chat. Whether you got one of my emotes or you can just use the global emote, throw some hearts in there, throw some love, throw some thank yous in there for the people who keep this stream going. Unforgiven saying, hey, it's time to make it rain. There's another 1,000 kids cats for you. And you can also earn some more. Oh, actually, it's done. You can earn some more for crushing those retweets. So let's go ahead and throw down some more right there. Look at you guys rolling in the kids cats today. Yeah, you guys are going to be all ready because remember, my birthday is coming up next month, everybody. Normally, I don't work on my birthday, everybody, but we're going to have a big birthday celebration. I'm going to try my very first stream-a-thon where I start and then I keep going as long as you guys want me to go. And again, this is all for raising funds for the Vault Van Life Project. We're going to go heavy into it starting on my birthday, and then we're just going to be trying to raise funds to get that project started. I'd love to get it started, and then go out on some adventures and take you guys virtually along with me. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome, but try to take care of the old IRL. Oh, look out! Here comes someone else getting. Oh, we got a hype train started up as well. Look at the little hype train down there. TM, go ahead. TM is coming in with a 36 months of sub love there. We got a hype train level 2 started up right now. Everybody, again, you got 4 minutes and 44 seconds to jump on that hype train, what you can do is you can donate to the stream. You can drop bits. Remember, $15 or more, get your name inscribed on the van as a Vault founder, by the way. Very, very cool. And of course, if you can help out more, that's even better. So feel free to come on in. Oh, wait a minute. We got more love coming in. This is one of my favorite parts of the stream. I just love to see the Kismet love train come through. Bring a little love to the world, everybody. I am Death coming in with a 35 months of sub love. Level 2 complete. That resets us now. We're on level 3. We got 4 minutes and 42 seconds to hit that sub button or resub. You can donate subs as well. Not sure if there's still 30% off or something like that. There was some sort of 30% off thing. Definitely take a look at it to show some love to the peeps in the chat as well. Another thing as well, everybody, is you're getting drops right now in there, so don't forget to claim your drops just by watching the stream. You're getting some ornate coins, also a bunch of other things in the game. I'm on my alt right here because I think I saved it in here, right here. Yes, the ornate coins, you can use the thing Tico Yapped 25 to get 300 ornate coins in game. Now, I sent it to my guild members so they would have it. And it's open to everybody. Now, how you do it is you go into the little sidebar over there, which I've never even seen before, but I never even noticed it. I was looking for it forever. Over there on the right-hand side, these little buttons over here by where you bring up your menu, right? So you hit escape, bring up your menu, and you click on coupon, and then you type that information in there. Now, of course, on the PC, it's way easier. And then you say use, and bam, there you go. Make sure you're in the right character before you do it. And then you get your ornate coins right there, which is pretty awesome. Now I'm going to go ahead and donate some more stuff to the guild here, since we've been 10 hours since the last time we were in. And again, we're going to get some stuff going here. Now I'm going to go ahead and storage. Oh, there they are. Retrieve on. No, I don't want to retrieve it on my other character. Want to retrieve it on my other character. All right. Yes. No. We don't want to do that there. Okay, so we did that. We got our Animote going. That's what we're trying to do. We'll set him running for 8 hours, and then we'll bounce. Okay, now you want to know how hardcore I've been doing, everybody? Take a look at in the upper right-hand corner up there. If you can't see it, everybody. Also, the mail thing has been going off. It's like super broken. It says read Sori's parrot mail over here, the new storyline, and it just keeps spamming that over and over. But let me go ahead and take a little screenshot here and zoom this up. Oh, look out, Box Kicker coming in as our love train conductor right now, dropping the 5 bomb. Oh no, it's Dragon Wolf. Dragon Wolf giving it to Box Kicker. There we go. Rest Cure, Dr. Jerry. PETA, hey, you just got a free sub. Man, if you want to get a free sub, now's the time, because man, next month is going to be my birthday. We're going to be giving away crazy tons of stuff. Also, take you to your lead me. Also, just got to get the sub as well. Remember getting those epic Kismet emotes, the animated emotes, the holiday emotes, which I've forgotten to change, by the way. But I just want to show you what's going on with my alt here, everybody. Even my alt is out of tokens, as minus tokens in both of his things. That means I've been working very hard, everybody. He's also done all of his contracts as well, plus an additional 50 contracts, which I did buy from the battle pass here, because I earned a bunch of star rewards because I got the thing done, and then I do all the dailies here. Then you get a bunch of star rewards, and you can see right here that it is sold out. I bought 50 of them and did 50 of them off stream. Now, the rest of these I would use on the Trade and Lockstones, which I already did, and then I'm going to burn them on this Abundance Fruit so I can use those while I am also using Weapon Mastery and Abyss contract tokens at the same time, because this gives a huge bonus to your Soliant. This one's only 30%, the other one's 50%, but you can use it at the same time. It is kind of like a special food that works on top of your other food instead of replacing it. So very cool. Now also, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that just came in, everybody. I'm not going to go over it all right now because I do need to get started with my team. But they got this one, the Fortune Stone here. Well, basically what this is you go ahead and you fish up a bunch of stuff, and potentially at the end of these events, you might get something special. Like right here, I left this to open it when you guys were watching. So I could get up to 100 million Solient by opening this. I know I'm not going to get it because I have terrible RNG. But here we go. Let's see what we get. 350,000, we'll take it. So basically, that was like several of them that I just got from the event itself. Now, all you have to do is play the game. So if you go in, you do some dungeons, you do some contracts, that kind of stuff, it's going to go ahead and drop you a bunch of these flower things here, these fortune stones. And at the end, it's like whoever has the many fortune stones is going to get like a bunch of stuff. It's probably not going to be me because I'm not going to grind them that much, but we'll get to it. Now, another thing I do want to highlight, and again, there's a whole bunch of weapon changes. There's an earring slot. There's new 4-star dungeons. We're not going to go too deep in that, but I do want to point out the lithograph book, which we'll work on later after we do Nebula Island, because you can make a bunch of stuff and put it in. Look, you see this character has a bunch of stuff I just got from Nebula Island. That's right, I'm even doing Nebula Island on my alt. I was doing a pug group earlier. I tried to get in a group, and he said that my gear wasn't good enough, and I said, well, that's why I'm here. I'm here to get better gear on my alt here. And he's like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll start my own party. So I started my own party, and the people from his party and a bunch of other people jumped in my party, and we went together. That's what you get for being an elitist a-hole. Yeah, it was funny because I just said, hey, everybody, I'm doing Nebula Island. Everybody is welcome. And so a bunch of people jumped into my group, which I think is funny. That's what happens when you treat people like that. They don't want to be around you, bro. They don't want to be around you. All right, let me go ahead and drop some of this stuff in the bank. And again, my alt right now, again, you can see I've even done all of his dailies other than his fishing. I've done his weeklies. I've gone in and done all the contracts over here as well. Right over here, you can see he's at 0 contracts, and then I had 50 plus the other ones that came in. You can see I've already done all of my contract stuff. Yeah, hardcore, bro. Hardcore going on that alt. Because my primary character, as you'll see, is the same thing. That means I've done all of that except for my tokens. I'm saving my tokens and trying to build them up for like Monday so we can go do Birkin Estate and stuff like that. Now, just so you know, everybody, on the 13th, 14th, and 15th, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday for Streamer Weekend, I will not be playing Throne of Liberty because I am a Fun Pimp's partner or 7 Days Die partner. And I have done every Streamer Weekend that has ever been done. And so I'm not going to be missing this one either. So during that time, I will have my officers take over and take care of running the groups and stuff on those days, or we'll just push it back to the next week and so on and so forth in there. Now you can see this character, same thing. Did all the stuff, has no Abyss things up here because I've already done them all. I got some stuff sold on the auction hall. Let's see what we got. Oh, no, I got to withdraw it. It failed. All right, well, let's put it back up there. I just keep putting it up there so it's not in my inventory. There we go. Very good. Oh, I see a bunch of artifacts that need to be cleared out. There we go. Nice. And then rare ones as well. I don't keep them anymore unless they're 3 stars. I'm starting to build a collection of just 3-star stuff. Every different type of setup, all the 3 stars, I'm going to save. Now, I'm doing it on both characters as well. Okay, let's go ahead. Same thing here. I went and did a bunch of stuff, did a bunch of contracts and whatnot. I've got the 50 pace. I'll do the fishing off stream, or maybe I'll do it on stream if I have the time. Plentiful Lucky Pouch, a chance at 100 million Soliant. Here we go, 3 of them. Whoa, 1 million. All right, so this guy made out a lot better than my other character with the same amount. So I made $1 million right there. Let's go ahead and also get my bonus 200 ornate coins. This is from drops, by the way, from Twitch drops right here. So we can go ahead and claim those. And then you can also use, not only can you watch my stream, get the Twitch drops, and claim those through your storage chest. Make sure you're on the right character. And then you can also go ahead and use that code that I send the guild to use that code as TicoYaps25 as well. Now, a lot of things have reset also for the week, everybody. Like all the guild merchant stuff and all of that have reset. So definitely make sure to get your trait unlock stones. Make sure to go to your sundries here and get your scrolls for the week, your Teetle Towers, and I always just go Talandre on those. And of course, your daily stuff over here as well. Over here on the contract coins, you definitely want to get these Mystic Keys. There's a whole Mystic Key event going on right now where they've changed the little portals. They look like little bags, so you open them up and boom, you're getting a bunch of stuff. I actually think they should just leave it as the bag, and they should also make it where if you get the portal, Just make the portal more rare, that you get to go in and run that little portal thing. I absolutely love that portal thing. I think they should absolutely bring that back. Weirdly enough, this character is running out of contract coins, and my other character now has more contract coins than him. I just want the ink, everybody. Get the ink above all other things right there, because that ink is valuable. I wish I had been backlogging that this whole entire time, because that's how you sell stuff on the auction hall. But again, I didn't need the auction hall this whole time, so no big deal. But if I had backlogged it, holy mackerel, I would have had thousands of it just sitting in the bank. But, you know, you don't know until you know, you know? I've also done his weekly, or dailies, a bunch of his weeklies and his always stuff here as well. So let's get this started, everybody. Let's get the group. Don't make them wait too long. Nebula Island fun time. Boom, let's do it. All right, getting the crew together. Now, the way you go to Nebula Island is you click on this thing right here, the Lawless Wilds, and you enter that. Now, every week on Wednesday into Thursday, we go ahead and do some stuff together. It resets as well. Hey, everybody, Nebula Island time. Let's do it. Let's get it going on. I also learned that you don't have to go through the portal anymore. You can just go up on top up here and just fly down. You just go up on top here. You don't have to go through that portal that's up there, but you just fly down there. And you can go ahead and survey the whole area. So now I just go up on top and I fly down over here and I kind of survey where people are at. Works pretty well. And I got a bunch of different spots. You can see there's nobody right here. There might be somebody in our other spot. I'm really going to check this spot in the back. We might do some spiders today just to do something different. You know, sometimes you want to rotate what you're doing to make it entertaining to peeps. Oh, peeps are doing the spiders already. Our normal spot is up here. Okay, so we got that spot we can do. Let's go see out here. Oh, this spot is up as well. Oh, this spot is good to go. Okay, we can do our spot in the back. Yeah, our back spot is up. So yeah, everybody wants to jump in, feel free. Again, I'll go ahead and throw it in the chat for everybody. All right, who we got on here? We got a bunch of peeps. All righty. Well, let's get started. I'll go ahead and go into partial heals just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong. All right, getting all my buffs on. That's what I'm doing. Lost damage. Oh, man, I gotta cook some more food. I gotta cook some more stuff. Throw that down for Jay while I'm doing all my stuff. All right, there we go. All right, let's go. Did you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right. You guys are awfully quiet today. Let's rock our Nebula Island fun. Now, again, we're going to do this for like 2.5 hours, and then we're going to break off and take a break. And then work on some other stuff. Hey, my little guild things are gone. Did somebody clear the guild pins? Somebody cleared all the guild pins. That's a bummer. It's a bummer. Hey, that was perfect. All right, well, I'll just set them up again. All right, let's do it. All right, guild pin. Now, what I did is I came up with this idea of putting the 2 guild pins there to go back and forth. We'll start grouping them up here. I'll start grouping them up here in a bit, everybody, after we kind of warm up a little bit. Let me get the full team here. Get warmed up a little on a few of these. Then we'll start pulling. We'll start doing bigger pulls. But right now, let's just stay with small pulls. I want to get everybody warmed up first. All right, there we go. Anybody else? Let me see if there's anybody else before I invite this guy. Nope, that's it. Back there, dude. Now click on him. Alright, I invited a rando. Let's get started. Alright, pulling to 2 right now. Let's do our thing. Remember to shoot the range one first there, Wisp. It'll turn out much better for you, and you don't have to chase the mobs to us. Alright, gonna switch back to 1. Here we go. Alright, pulling the Katori in. Alright, we're going to go big group on this one. Here we go. Oh, probably a good idea if I heal myself. Oh my god, almost died. Almost died. Alright, here we go. Almost bit the big one there, everybody. I forgot my my self-heal. They nerfed the heck out of it. So you can't just heal yourself all the way back up anymore. So you got to take that. Alright, switching back. 2. Pull all these mobs into you. And throw down a heal. Now my job is to just keep pulling the mobs in. So that they end up right here where everybody's at, right? So like that. And then come in here and blow them all up. And just, we just kind of rinse and repeat the same thing. Now these little guys like to jump around from time to time, so they can be quite annoying. All right, switching. Switching. Get on over here. I'm always trying to kill the ranged ones first. And the real reason why you're trying to kill the ranged one first is because the other ones are just going to be there wherever you're at while you're doing your thing. And killing the melee ones is dumb because you want to kill the ranged ones because the ranged ones are the ones that kill you. They're the ones who normally kill you, and then the melee ones are going to be right there anyway. So while you're killing the ranged ones, the melee ones are going to get AoE'd to death. So there's really no point in targeting the melee ones, right? I target them because I'm dragging them, but you'll see me switch off to something else pretty quickly as I drag them to the team. And you can see I'm trying to drag it to number 2, which is where the tank should be. Right about there, and then right there. Then drag that guy. Now the melee, don't worry about the melee. Melee you don't care about. You just drag those in like so, and GG's. You're all good. Now, more fun. And again, I'll grab all the melees and bring them in so everybody can get some sweet, sweet loot. And what he's attacking over there? Oh, Ash. And try to keep everybody's health up. Just kind of burn these down until you run out of them. And then you switch. Switch. Remember, you guys don't need to pull. Just move to 2 and then grab the aggro off of me when they get in position. The little guys. Coming at you. There we go. This guy, get this guy out of the tree. There we go. Alright, here we go. This is when it gets fun right here, everybody. This is when all the mobs are together, and then you just AoE the heck out of all of them. Because the combined power of the team is what makes this go way faster. Now remember, everybody has individual loot. So that means that if everybody hits the thing and contributes, one mob will basically give tons of loot to everybody. And I love that about it, everybody. I love the fact that it's across every single person and whatnot, that the loot is spread across. Again, you see that I pulled them in like so. And then Wish is on that guy, so I can't move that guy any further. And the whole point is to group them. Now, the reason why you want to group them is so that it's easier to AoE the mobs down, right? If you have them all spread out, what happens is they all, and I've done this in pugs, everybody, where they just have them all spread out, and then what's happening is all of the mobs are ranging you from all over the place, which is why people die from doing this. Even if you have a healer, you have too many ranges on you, you're gonna die. That's just the way it goes. Now, after a while, everybody, I don't need to tell them I'm moving back and forth, back and forth. They know, I run over this way. Because once we kind of peter out with peeps over there, we pull these ones in. I got to get this guy out of here, and I got to get this guy. I never get tired of doing this, though, everybody, because this is like a whole lot of health. You can pull that guy out of there. Unforgiven.
Got him.
All right, thank you. Drag those ranged over here to these. Those melees over here to this range. Again, I wouldn't even bother shooting or pulling or bothering the melees. The melees are going to get AoE down. Every time.
Wrong bomb.
Alright, pulling to 2 again. Let's do it. Get this spawn to come up a little better. There we go. Again, my job is to group them, everybody. See, if they're all out the thing. See, if somebody else shoots them, what happens is that they stand still. Oops, the cursor. They stand still wherever that person shoots them. So that person is shooting them way off in the side there instead of them bringing them in to where we're doing massive AoE damage. See, me and Jay have some, Jay way more than me, have some massive AoE damage. So the smartest thing to do is to group them, AoE them, because I could do 10,000 damage or 30,000 damage to a single mob, or I could do 30,000 damage to 30 mobs. Obviously the 30 mobs is the better option than the 1 mob, right? I think anyway. Now I do a lot of, like these guys over here that are just off by themselves, I'll do a lot of channeling skills on those guys. And again, just keep pulling and pulling and pulling, and whatnot. And I don't mind if other people pull as long as they do it well. Don't make it harder on the melee. Don't make the melee run after mobs and stuff like that. I think you should completely ignore the melee and what they're doing and focus on the ranged ones. Get those down. And then once you have the ranged ones down, then you're good. Because you can always drag the melee to the range. Because they'll follow you wherever you go. As long as you don't go too far, they'll end up at the ranged mobs there. And then we just go back and forth. Now, I don't need to shoot that one because he's already kind of in the spot already. So, again, just pulling him down. And this just gives you something to do while you're waiting for all the mobs to respawn. Now, it's not perfect every time. You know, you do what you can do, especially if other people tag them. My goal is just to tag them and then be able to basically release the aggro once they get to where the tank is and where everybody's at. So I got to go right a little bit. There we go. And then I double back on them to keep them from going too far, from passing up the thing. Now, again, we got these guys over here. We're going to go ahead and run back this way. And if they're just on me, you'll see them run forward. Now, if somebody else has tagged them, there's nothing I can do. I can't go ahead and pull that aggro again because they've locked the aggro down now. And that's okay. It happens. It happens. And I feel like the biggest problem also is people get fixated on that mob and they're doing their skill rotations and they're not being situationally aware. So that's another thing that we do. Not only do we do stuff together, but also kind of train up the team a little bit on how to work together, how to be aware in situations like that, not just sitting there looking at your bar at the bottom. Again, you want to be situationally aware. Okay, where are we going to next? Which mobs are we attacking, and so on. And again, I'll just pull all the melees right in here, and then we AoE them till they die. And then I'm watching everybody's health. I'm actually the one taking most of the damage, and that's because that's basically what I'm doing right now is just dragging mobs, right? Just dragging them to the center. Look at those mobs, nice and grouped. All right, these ones, those ones, that guy, this dude. I have a lot of pulls. I can pull all day. Plus, I have like an infinite amount of mana, everybody. Because this is the way I have my character set up, where I can just keep pulling and pulling and pulling mobs all day long. Get in here in the middle sometimes. See, now sometimes I'm done pulling, and so I'll come into the center, throw down a bunch of heals, and just blast them all. I love this moment when they're all just like crazy ton of them, because we could all die pretty easily, everybody. Pretty easily, we could all die. If you don't have heals and you're doing that stuff as well. And we'll just pull these guys in. Actually, we'll pull them over this way. Back to one. These guys haven't quite reset yet, but that's okay. I'll pull them in. We'll try to get them. Now, you can't go too far with these guys or they will run back. So again, maybe a little closer. There we go. All right. And then again, AoE them all down. And the one thing you don't want to do is run, though, because there's nothing more annoying to a melee than having to try to press their skills, especially skills that are channeling skills, and then have to run after you because you can't stand still and just shoot the mob. The best thing to do in this kind of situation, it's unlike when you're doing like a dungeon or something like that. It's very different than that. What you want to do is just stand right by where the ranged are. You don't need to be way back and all of that stuff. It's great for your damage. It does boost damages, like if you're doing the bow or you're doing magic or whatever that has skills that are based on your actual distance from the mob. But overall, remember that you're all just shooting the mobs. You know, a little extra DPS is not as useful as just killing the mobs as quickly as possible and as easily as possible for everybody in the group. Again, if you're just running around in a circle while the thing's going, oh God. When is Raid? Raid is on Fridays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Friday. We already did our raids for the week, so we have no more raids to do this week. But very excited. Try to get the team 2% stronger, which we've actually already done. We were trying to get the Palo Alto boss, and we wiped him out, bro. We wiped that dude out, so now we got him on our list of bosses that we can take out, which is cool. Trying to get that guy to run down there. And then wipe out a few of these guys while we're at it. Again, we're so good, everybody, that we actually outrun the spawn from time to time. And this is probably one of the best spawn areas, I think, in the entire game. Right? I think it's totally better than our other spot that we used to do. because it's just like non-stop mobs. The mobs keep coming and coming and coming, right? By the time I'm done with those mobs, there's more mobs to grab and to pull. And you'll see those two. Now, if I go too far, they'll reset. So I want them just to go right there to number 2, just like that. I got this guy on me as well. Now, don't worry about it. I'll be fine, everybody. If I die anyway, I'll just move back. But you can see all I'm doing is just situationally moving myself to make it easier for my team to kill the mobs faster. Because the faster you kill the mobs here, the more bags, the more loot that you're going to end up with in the end. Swapping back to 1. The more loot you end up with, and that's why I'm here, everybody. I'm not here just for me. I mean, I can come out here and solo this. I can actually solo. I learned today I can actually solo my alt too, which is pretty crazy. Cause my alt is like, you know, like only partially built up. What I did was I came out here and I was trying to get in that group, and the guy's like, "Well, you're not elite enough to be in my group." I'm like, "Whatever, bro." And so I said, I wonder if I could solo on him yet. Here, that's one of the things you want to do is test your ability to basically solo certain parts of the game. So as you're working on stuff, like your gear and stuff, you should challenge yourself and go into one of these areas and say, "Oh, I wonder if I could kill one of these." And if you end up being able to kill one of them, then you say, "Oh, maybe I'll take two of them on at the same time, and then maybe 3, and then maybe 4." And again, you just keep upping the ante until you get to a point where you're like, "Oh God, okay, that's all. Maybe that's a little too many." Again, just trying to pull that Katorian over there, trying to target that guy, but it's not working. There we go. And again, I'll be fine, everybody. Don't worry about my health. I'll be fine. I will die if I lag, though. I will certainly die. But again, every time a mob comes up, my goal is to drag it over here to where the tank is. Oh, I forgot to put his shield on him, too. Shield there. Star there. Oops, nope. Star there. Shield there for where the tank is. All right, there we go. A little easier to see where those people are. Now, see, some of these mobs, if they don't get killed, they'll just shoot me the whole entire time. And then if I have 4, 5, 6 of them on me at the same time, they hit real hard. They sure do. They hit real hard, and they come in and they will absolutely kill you if you. Now, again, I have the advantage of unlimited mana, but even with unlimited mana, I could easily die by having, say, 10 of these guys on me. For sure. And also take me a really long time to kill them because I'm like 3/4 DPS, everybody, and then my gear is not DPS centric. My gear is basically healing to boost my healing. And now that they nerfed healing, depending on, you know, when we're going to be doing this 4-star dungeon, I might actually have to buy my gear from the auction hall because I need that 30%. As well. Now, the nerf isn't too bad for me, anyway. The worst thing is this right here. When you hit R to heal yourself, and then you try to heal yourself again, sometimes it does very little healing because they brought the healing down. Now, the healing was already OP, everybody. So, you know, it was a bit OP because, you know, I'd be sitting there and I'd be like, all right, everybody fine. Everybody good. There's not really that threat of that, oh God, everyone's going to die, right? Because you can see I'm in like 1/3 heal or 1/4 healing right now. And I could heal them through this massive amount of damage. Again, we're making this look easy, right? We're making this look easy, that's for sure. For sure. Because we're absolutely annihilating them and just going back and forth like it's nothing, you know? Come out here solo and see how it goes. Try to grab all these mobs on yourself. And this is like having trust in your team as well, right? You have trust in your team that everything is going to be fine and no one's going to die, though they might. You know, I can't guarantee that no one's going to die, but I can guarantee that I'm going to try to heal them. That is a given. There we go. Again, working on... See, look how they're working on the melees, everybody. See how they're working on the melees and not the range? The range is what kills you. The range is the one you should always be on, and the melee should just be there among your AoEs. Like that. Alright, then back over here. I like to pull, everybody. Again, as the healer, it gives you something to do. And then it facilitates the greatness of my team. Basically, by the fact that they get more loot. Again, I get less loot because I'm pulling and doing all of that. But I'm great at pulling. I'm really great at putting the mobs together like that. And look how fast they get burned down. And the faster they get burned down is the faster that they are going to respawn. And speaking of respawn, there we go. Again, bringing these two melees right here to the range. Now, there's nothing else to kill. Well, then kill the melees, obviously. And then I just go, and anytime I see another mob, pull, pull, pull. Pull them into the group. Right over here. And again, if I go the right way, all three of those will end up right in that central zone. Oh, and then see this one, how he went back? He'll come back for me again. Eventually. I just got to make sure he doesn't go back away. Again, this is my character is like built for this kind of stuff because he's got so many range skills that you can just tag and pull peeps. Oh no, somebody got DC'd. Pull peeps, yeah. And there we go. All right, and then we throw down. Spent a lot of my time just pulling, and then I'll try to burn down some mobs. Okay, watch which one dies first, everybody. The ranged one or the melee one? That's something they need to work on. They need to work on that focus. Jay's exceptionally good at focusing on the range, and he knows where, general gist of what I'm doing next. And again, this is what the job of the pulling person is. Now, in this case, again, the role is kind of reversed. Instead of the tank pulling the mobs, the tank should be locking down the aggro so that it comes off of me. So I'm grouping them up because I can do ranged, unless the tank has ranged. It's much more difficult for the tank to pull across the whole entire zone like that. See, and again, I'll just walk it right to the tank, just like that. And then throw down some damage. And then wipe these guys out so they'll respawn while we're working on the other guys. Then again, run over there, grab those. This guy got logged out. He's lucky I didn't give up his spot. He was probably thinking, oh man, I was just in a really good group, but I was getting tons of loot, man, and then I got DC'd. That sucks. I know exactly what I was thinking. Oh, look at the sun rising. Sun's coming up in between the things. See? Pretty cool. All right, again, pulling it right into the team. Like a soul. And then throw down. And you drop group. All right, well, let's get some noobs in here to help out. Right here. Here's the fastest way to get people in your group. Everybody watch this. Nebula, peace, and then you say 5 of 6. And then everyone's like, oh God, there's only one spot. I'm going to get it. Watch. See? Already filled. Already filled. That's the fastest way to fill a group, everybody. Just say that you're 4 of 6 or 5 of 6. And then peeps are like, oh, I'm going to be the one. And then they click it as quick as possible. And then before you know it, you got a full group again. Here's a Stone Guard Castle right now. Let's see if he's making his way over here. We'll see. And this is a really good spot. I think, other than that spider spot, which is also a good spot, that this is probably the best spot in the peace part of the Nebula Island. And if you dominate this spot, everybody, you are just rolling in the loot. Like, we'll get so many tokens and so many bags that we will actually get to the point where we can't get any more bags for the week. We'll basically get our weekly done just from doing this. Right over here. And again, just pulling to there. Oh, I lost aggro for some reason. Sometimes that happens. I lose aggro for weird reasons. I don't know. I don't know. Hold him in. Oh, that guy reset. Oh well, he's too far. He'll just keep resetting. So I'm just gonna do this, and then I'll pull him to the other side here in a bit. All right, pull into one. Forget to rotate those melees into the range. Just shooting the melees by themselves that just move to a ranged one. Alright, back to 2. There we go. Be situationally aware. Don't just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotate, rotate. You got this. Again, it just makes it go faster. That's all I want to do. Make it go faster. Get my team more loot in less time. I'm all about efficiency. If you ever watch my stream for more than 5 minutes, you know all about it. Yeah, Peter, you got to get the sub for Dragon Ball. Wasn't that nice of him? That was pretty awesome. Yeah, choo-choo, TM. Hey, TM, if you want to come over and join us, bro, I'll say, hey, sorry, man, guild member coming in, and I'll kick this guy. If you do want to join us, just let me know, bro. You know I always got a spot for you, man. Always got a spot. All right. All right, moving back to 2. If I can get these guys to follow me here. Oh my God. And some other people tagged them. That makes it harder for me to make them run where I want them to go. All right. Well, I got messed up. So moving back to 1 again. Back to 1. This rando guy's tagging him, making my job harder. I try to be nice, everybody, but then they make my job harder, and then I have to go and think. See how Jay? Yeah, Jay broke off of the melees, everybody, and he's on the range one. You see what Jay's doing? Watch Jay. Not even shooting the big ones. Don't shoot the yellow ones. Shoot the orange ones. There we go. Back to 2. That's good team training. Team focus practice. Alrighty. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, somebody tagged that other one. You're gonna have to pull that one. You're gonna pull that other story over here again.
I get him.
Yeah, well. Just AoE him down on chilly days. Alright, swapping back. This has got to be the best spot over here. It is awesome. Yeah, this boom guy making my job hard. ATF, you want to come join us? You want to come join us? This boom guy making my job difficult. I'm trying to pull the mobs over here. He's shooting the mobs way out there. But hey, you know, maybe he's new. What can I say? Still on 1, everybody. Still on 1. Let's go. Alright, going back to 1. Oh wait, no, we're on 2. Sorry, my bad. 2. 1 to 2. 2 just respawn. Sometimes I get out of sync. Alright, here we go. This definitely takes some maneuvering. Everybody needs the ability to pull mobs to them.
I can pull like 3.
Well, get over here. You want to get in a group? I'll boot this other guy.
Yeah, I just logged in.
He's making Kismet's job a little bit harder.
I was listening on the stream. It's like, sounds like you need somebody to pull.
Hold on, I'm calling him.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, sorry, bro. Gotta drop ya. Yeah, he's gonna be pissed, but oh well. I've had people pissed at me before. This is the single greatest spot. It's absolutely got to be the best spot. It is so good. Fight those ranged, everybody. Fight them ranged first. Cab through the big guys and get the little ranged guys. I learned today, which is funny, because I think I've seen Jay do it before, is the fact that you don't actually have to go through that portal. You just go up on that top thing and you just jump off there and fly down.
Yeah.
It was like, I discovered that today. I was like, how basic is that right now? All right, we're on 2. So we're going back and forth between 1 and 2, little guild markers. And we're just fighting the ranged first. And I'm just grouping them there by number 2. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect because sometimes they reset, so I just kind of pull them in. There we go. Just keep dragging them in, wiping them out. We got Unforgiven on tank today. So you can take a day off, Tip. Take a day off and just do some DPS.
Great.
But still pull those mobs in.
Right? That's
Alright,
the only
going to
reason I
one?
kicked that other guy. You gotta
Exactly.
pull.
Get the pull in. I'm maneuvering them anyway, so that's what I do most of the time, is just maneuvering mobs into the team. Which is actually a really fun thing. It definitely reminds me of the old school Lineage, where I used to do the same exact thing. Where I just get 500 lizardmen and we just AoE them all down. But he's making millions of bucks, and then they want to know our secret. I'm like, I'm not telling you, because then you'd be out there dragging 100 lizardmen making millions of bucks. Man, look at that! Look at us out running the spawn. Love it when that happens. All right, there's big spawn. Oh, it's gonna be fun time coming up on marker number 2. Let's go. Yeah, and I love getting them all grouped up like this. Just AoE the heck out of them. So fun. Now, this is the only time I'm not really worried about it, whether I'm on the range. I can't even see which one's the range, everybody. There's so many mobs in my face. Alright, going back to 1. Man, we're just killing them so fast. There you go, here you go. Just stand by the tank. Everybody just stand by the tank. Makes it easier. Yeah, 4-star dungeon coming. You guys have been working on your gear. You're gonna need 5K, I believe, to even get in that one. That's gonna be crazy. Man, we're getting to a point now where we could probably rotate. We're killing them so fast that we can kind of rotate out of position a little bit. Into that next area and then come back. But I'm always afraid that someone's going to come over here and say, oh, well, there's nobody here, and start taking our spot. I've seen it happen. Dragging these Katori in. Still on 2, by the way, everybody. Still on 2. Just pulling Katori to 2. One of my smarter ideas. Do the guild marker step. There we go. Still waiting for the spawn. Oh, and now it's spawned. Waiting for the spawn on one. We'll get them in a second. Swipe all these guys out first. Badanos. Alright. Back to pulling the one. Over here, guy. Oh, there they are. It's like, hey, they're not back there. There they are. Right down. Smoke them. They were killing him so fast, no one's taking any damage, too. Wow, look at that. Yeah, see? I kind of feel like we should slide out of position if we get this good. Let's go see what we got over here. There's not enough mobs that way. Not enough mobs that way. Maybe we could slide position this way a little bit. Yeah, maybe make a number 3 over here. Alright, we'll think about it. Just keep going where you're at right now, though. I'm going to make another marker. Hopefully not die by the time I'm done doing it. There we go. Alright, so we'll, if we get a lag, we'll go 3, but most of the time we're going to go 1 and 2. And then we'll go 3 if we don't have enough mobs. So I want 0% downtime. I'm still pulling to 2. Pull into 2 because I got all sidetracked on that other thing. Come on, little guy, get in there. Come on. Thank you. All right, here we go. This is all about getting my team 50 bags, everybody. This is what this is all about. All right, back to 1. I never get tired of doing this, everybody, because I know at the end we're just going to have an obscene amount of bags. Basically have our bags done potentially for the whole week. Which is awesome. Don't get stuck on the tree, guy. Get over here. You too, guy. Get over here. That guy back there. That Katori right there, and this guy right there. Still pulling to 1. Stay on 1 until I switch. Come on, little Katori, get over there. Nope, somebody tagged him. I can't pull that other one any further.
Yeah, I tried to chain him and he got stuck on the tree.
No.
Yeah, I can pull him as well.
It happens. Alright. Hey, Whis, when you're AFK, man, you don't want to just stay here because it burns up your time on Nebula Island. You can go back. I learned that if you go back to the main base, it actually stops your time. So if you jump back there and just run back to us, if you can hear me, by the way. On 2. Yeah, it's much smarter to run back so you don't waste your time. I don't want you to burn your precious time. No reason. Not from behind that tree, guy. There we go. This is so valuable. This is some of the best stuff in the game right here. For sure. Oh, did you guys see on the forums the miracle that happened? It happened to Jay first, but then it happened to me, which is even more of a miracle, I think. Jay's DPS.
Collection chest?
Yeah, I got one for Palo, which sucks because I really needed it on my alt. You know how it goes. I definitely used that sword on my alt, but you know, hey, I didn't bother to open it yet. I'm gonna show the stream later, but that was a miracle.
Nice.
Like,
It's
I got
probably
it.
the best selection chest to get at the moment.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's for my character, but I guess I could get it and sell it on the AH, I guess. Normally I'd just love to give it to the guild. And someone else could get their stuff. Alright, back on one.
Yeah, just keep in mind when I got that one on my alt for a dentist, it won't let you, at least weapons, you cannot litho them.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it in there and choose wisely at some point. I'll probably just end up putting it in the litho book. You watch.
Right.
So bad. I was so bad, like, ooh, I get some growth stones. I don't know if I just throw that very expensive thing in there. I think it's funny though, because sometimes it triggers the chat. They're like, "No, Kismet, don't do it." Like, oh, I'm totally
Right.
doing it. I don't get all wrapped up
Another 3.
in material stuff. We're doing 2 right now. On 2 right now, we got plenty of peaks for 2. We were just getting a little ahead before, but only if it just basically stalls completely out. If it stalls completely out, then we'll go 3. Those ones in the back are really annoying to pull. I don't really like pulling those ones on that side. Yeah, see, this momentum is keep going. Let's move a little bit to 3 after you're done with that one. Let me see how this works out. I'm going to try to pull these guys over here. See how far I can get away with pulling them. Let's see if they'll pull to 3. Now the other 2 go back, so you're only going to get 1. So, yeah, never mind on 2. Back, I'm going to take that out. Going back to 1. Back to 1, and I'm going to take that one out because it's too far. Too far. Alright, back to my job. You know, I try to experiment around, try different things, see if we can get a better spot or a 3rd spot we can pull to. But got to keep the momentum going. Again, everybody only has so much time, both on Nebula and then time in real life to actually play the game. So, again, the more loot I can get them, the more efficiently I can get them that loot as well. And again, while they're finishing it off, I'll go on to the next thing. Pull, pull, pull. I do try to get some hits in, too, because if I don't, then I get nothing. So, you know, hit here and there. But again, you see I'm going to pull those 2 Katori down there and then rotate this way. And then he'll pull those in. And we all good. And then make everybody nervous about having my health really, really low. It does warn you in this game, though. It does come up and turn red when you're about to dive. So vitally important to get that going. Alrighty, back over here. Wow, ahead of the spawn again. Maybe we can get this guy and you guys can pull him in. I'm gonna pull this guy down the road. You're gonna have to pull him in for him to make it. There we go. Alright, pulling these other 2. Pulling them to 1. Doop dee doop dee doop dee doop. That's a song I hear in my head. That's a song I hear in my head when they're walking. Dee 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 dee. Like them old cartoons. Man, we are actually outdoing the spawn here, which is nuts. Again, some of these guys are really far away, and they'll just reset, so it's kind of like not worth your time to run them over there. But again, I just try to pull them in to make it easy. And then over here, same thing. Again, I don't mind if they pull as long as they do it well. I'll pull these guys over here. Pull them over here and have a little party! Party time! This is where I stop for a minute and just throw down a bunch of DPS just to myrtleize them as quick as possible to unlock,
I just pulled the side.
Okay.
basically to kill them faster so that the team can get more bags. Again, you see I pull those melees? I don't need to fight those melees way over there. I can just drag them over here to the tube. Again, we're getting way ahead of the spot, but again, that's a good thing. Means you're maximizing your loot. And you kill this one mob and then you run back. Same thing. Trying to drag. There we go. We'll grab these guys. Get this guy. Again, always trying to maneuver. Because they're in the middle of killing those other mobs. So while they're in the middle of killing those mobs, I'm in the middle of pulling the next group, right? So again, you want to keep that momentum going. And then they're going to finish killing those. Oh, they actually got 2 more spawns, so I'm going to go this way. Again, I was going to pull it to 2, but since they're killing them over here, try to get them to come around that thing a little bit. There we go. Oh, and he reset. The TM saw it. He saw that the guy was about to reset and went around the thing instead of standing specifically in that spot. Yeah, you got to kind of be situationally aware of what's going on, how you're doing, whatever. Just keep pulling, pulling, pulling. And then on to the next one. This one I can get here. That one I can pull up. Again, I don't care if other people are doing it as long as they're pulling it to the thing, just like I'm doing. Instead of making my job harder, like tagging them as they're running up. Tagging them as they're running up makes my job way harder. Point is, kill them fast, get the loot, get out of here. That's the deal. That's the deal. Look at that. Look at how fast we got that done. Again, I don't need to shoot that one because that one's just already there. God, sometimes it's lag, man. The skill lag in this game sometimes is really annoying. Again, my goal is just to pull it so that they can hold that aggro and it not reset. Again, I love it when it's like you get this momentum going right there. See, now I have a whole ton of mobs right up in here, and then there's one back there. I'll tag that one, bring him forward. It's just so much more efficient, everybody, to AoE them than doing them one at a time. So much more awesome. Like it is. Again, this way they can focus on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 while I'm focusing on, hey dude, run over here in the group. Because your tanks only have so many pulls that they can do. And then they have a cooldown, and so you gotta wait for that cooldown. But if you got somebody who's situationally aware, like me, pulling them to the group all the time, then right when they get on 2, they hit them and then lock them down, and then I'm on to the next thing. See? And again, I'll miss some drops here and there, you know, that's how it goes. But that's okay, as long as we're getting her done. That's what's most important. And sometimes I'll group them like right there, right? So this guy, I'll pull him there, so it ends up there. So it's not always exactly on the thing, but you know, you do what you got to do. And then again, when it's starting to wind down, see they're just about to kill them.
Food.
On to the next ones. Oh yeah, Solient food. Get my Solient boost on. Look at that. Okay.
And Welcome damage.
Yeah, Welcome damage too. Alright, pulling those guys to 1. Oh, nope, they're going to reset. Alright, hold on. Probably have to fight them in the back, everybody. Fight them a little bit back there. I'll pull the rest of these over there. My character has pretty good gear as well, everybody, so I can take a lot of damage. I can take a massive amount of damage. I see a lot of people going Paladin lately, too, where they have wand and sword and board. Which I think is pretty cool. I played a lot of Paladins over over the years, I love to do healing and then also be able to take a hit or two. You know, pretty important. Pretty important stuff. Again, we're going to pull this to 2. Work on these guys because they're all about the respawn. It's all about tagging those respawns at the right time. And then pulling these guys to 2. The trick is not to get fixated with the melees, right? See, the melees are just following me around wherever I'm at. And that's why you don't want to shoot the melees, because you want them to follow me around while I'm tagging mobs and then drag them into the tanks, and the tanks can then just pick up that aggro right off me. Oh, did you hear that they made the aggro thing supposedly better for tanks?
I read that, but I was doing, what was it, 2-star dungeons earlier? I had one group that had crazy DPS in there, and they were pulling aggro off me.
Yeah, I had that problem on Birkin the other day too. The Birkin lady was just bouncing all over. And it wasn't just one person too, it was like a couple people. The guy seemed like a decent tank too. I felt bad for him, man. I was like, come on.
I had my entire bar on cooldown, and I'm like, I can't do anything else.
Yeah, I think they should have an...
Remember the night that I failed on that one dungeon?
I can barely hear you, man. Is it just me, or is he really low today?
A little low, but not bad.
I just had my mic away from my mouth.
Oh, well, I thought it was me there for a second, but then again, I'm partially deaf, so there you go. What were you saying?
Remember the night that you were on your alt, I was on my tank, and I was getting no heals as a tank, and I just failed.
Oh yeah, was that Twisted Laboratory? Man, I was getting like non-stop Twisted Laboratories today. I was like, what the heck, bro? Like, you know, as a healer, that one's so exceptionally difficult because one, you know, 50% of your dodges work. I mean, in every other one, the dodges work fine. But in that one, it's so quick that even a half-second of lag, it already happened. It would already happened 3 seconds ago, and you missed it. But yeah, I was doing that today, and I just got nothing but that one. And then the groups aren't doing the mechanics. But there was one group, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that was like the greatest group I've ever seen in Twisted Laboratory. They hit it every single time. They hit the 3 thing, they hit the thing. I don't know if they were like a pre-done group or whatnot that I just randomly got into. But they got every mechanic down. They got every block and every dodge. It was insane. Because I know if you miss a dodge or if you miss a block, because I have to heal you after that. All right, it's a little slow here, so I'm going to pull these other 2 guys just out to the middle here a little bit. We'll just wipe these guys out for a minute while we're waiting for the big spawn to happen. Oh, it's already happening in the background. All right, pull into 1. I'm going to pull these guys to 1 also. Another great trick as the healer.
I'll be right back. Bathroom break.
Alright, no worries. One great thing as a healer is that I actually get aggro because I'm healing. So, if I just heal the group, these guys will still stay on me, see? And then I can just pull them in there like that, and then, boom, throw down some AoE damage. These guys are really annoying because they do bounce around all over the place. And so you're constantly chasing them down. On my ult, it's really fun because I just stun lock them. I just stun lock the heck out of them. Alright, back to 2. Feel like I'm giving an eye exam. Better 1, better 2. Better 1, better 2. Now they just say, stick your face in here and bam, there's your prescription. That's what they do now, everybody, and that's pretty cool. In my day, you had to do a lot of that, you know, telling them which one's better. And sometimes you can't tell. You can't tell which one's better. And they can't see through your eyes, so they're not going to know. But yeah, it's definitely a difference. I got an idea. I'm gonna pull these two in the back, TM. See if you can pull them in. We can get these two to be pulled from beyond this tree. Just pull them into that other guy right there where you're at. There we go. Alright, well maybe we'll rotate over there when we can. Because those ones are really annoying because they reset all the time. That's why I stopped pulling those guys. Alright, let's go back to one. Pull to there. You guys brought lots of bag space for earlier. I mean for later, not for earlier. For later.
Hope you had bag space earlier.
Yeah, yeah. That's how my brain works. It flips things on me now. That's how it goes. See if you guys are doing any better. I feel like Yoda. See how you look when you're 800 years old. See how you're doing.
Hey, I'm not far behind you.
I just like that he just totally Yoda's throwing down shade. Like, see if you look as good, bro. Especially if you've been through the Clone Wars and all that other stuff. You're just like dumb people doing dumb things. You know, you're trying to be, you know, Jedi Master, you're trying to help the universe out. And what happens? Chaos breaks out. Now, sometimes you just stay there and burn the melee thing, but it's fine. It's fine because you don't really have that many mobs to pull. Yeah, alrighty, we're gonna pull these ones in the back. These ones in the back again. I'm gonna get all three of them. Pull them to the front of the tree. Just hey, we got a minute. You guys are doing an exceptionally good job. Alright, there we go. Okay, pulling two. Let's go. Now, I'll truncate it even more, everybody, by just saying we're pulling to two. I'm going to go ahead and pull all these guys as well. Not going to pull those because those are just going to reset anyway. So now I'm bringing a lot of fun. Bringing the fun to number one. Oh, let's go, let's go. Yeah, bring all those to number one. I'll try to pull this other little bunch of them out of here. There we go. Let's go. It is a little scary when they say they nerfed healing and you come out here and you're just like throwing down. And we're not quite sure if it's okay or not. Adds a little thrill. I think the biggest mistake with nerfing healers especially, but also tanks, that they just won't queue anymore. And then you're trying to do co-ops and you got no tanks and no healers. I mean, it's already bad enough. Yep. And then you tick off the healers and the tanks and they're like, not worth my time to even queue. That's why I think they really need to revamp. I'm going to do the tree over here again while we're waiting. They really got to revamp that aggro ability of tanks. That's what they really got to work on. So if you're listening, Throne and Liberty, Amazon Studios, revamp that the way that the aggro works for the tanks, man. They should be able to AoE all of these and absolutely lock down that whole entire aggro instead of having to fight with the highest DPS. They shouldn't be fighting with DPS at all, for sure. That means you haven't let them lock it down. And sure, you can make it where they have to, you know, give them a minute or whatever. But everybody hates that. Everybody hates to have to wait. Most people don't wait. Most people don't wait for... Off on a one. Most people don't wait for the tank to get aggro. I always do. I think it's a courtesy. Your tank is doing a lot for you in a group, if you don't know that. Your tank's doing a lot, bro. He's trying to lock down the aggro. He's trying to keep the mob turned away from the group. He's working those mechanics that only the tank should be doing, like staying in the center, keeping him turned, you know, rotating him when he needs to rotate him away from the group, instead of while you're trying to click on the sheep, dragging the boss onto you. I've seen that so many times in that one. All right, I'm gonna pull to the tree again over here. Actually, this should be number 3 over here. I'm gonna make this number 3. There we go. All right, number 3 over here. Pull him to 3. Again, you're gonna have to lock down that pole because they'll reset. I'll pull these guys over here too.
Oh, hey, Jay. If you can hear me, I was trying to get a screenshot of you earlier.
Why are you trying to get a screenshot of Jay?
I was gonna make one of them little things of him.
Like a little shrine in your house?
Well, I wasn't gonna admit to that, but no, one of the little avatar images, like I posted.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, we're gonna take a group photo though too. I'm sure most people are gonna be there, but yeah, I see you've been doing some Photoshop work there. Very nice. Hey, it makes my job easier because I'm the one who would go in and normally do that. All right. More guys over here. Ah! Collect this mob. Sometimes it's really annoying. Alright, going to 3 again. Let's just rotate between 1, 3, and then we'll go to 2. Might be able to get everybody to 3 if you can pull those ones by the tree. Maybe I can get this one a little closer.
One of them are stuck.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll take care of it. There we go. I'm on it. Not sure those ones in the back are gonna make it, but let's see what happens. Ooh, what the heck was that noise? Windows Defender. Alright, that scared me. Thought I ran out of hard drive space when I just backed up all of my streams. This is scary. Fight me, Windows Defender. A company as big as Microsoft can suck so bad at their job. I have no idea. I guess when you have a monopoly on the market, I guess you could suck at your job. By suck at their job, I mean Windows Updater. The single worst
Most
program
companies these days.
ever invented. Yeah, I'm 18 hours in on my cell phone. I can't believe it. It's like, you know, a parade. It's like a circus of idiots. It's like, oh no, you need to do this. I'm like, that has nothing to do with my problem, lady. Like, give me somebody else. Alright, working 3 again here. Get him in a little closer. There we go. And sometimes I'll just work these while they're here, and you know, there's some other ones that are up. That's okay. But you want to just get some hits in too, or I'll get like 0 drops. But you know, I've done it before. But I go in like I'll do Birkin Estate, have no tokens, and get nothing out of it. Because you don't get, if you don't have tokens, you also don't get weapon mastery. And I'll do it for hours. I don't care. Again. You know, you get too fixated on yourself, everybody. Life is a lot harder, I find. When you think only of yourself and only of what you want. I'll get whatever I want, everybody. I'm the type of person that's relentless. I'll sit here and do this for 500 hours if I need to. In fact, I'll do it for 1,200 hours, which I've already done. And I'll do 1,200 hours just so my team gets the loot. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. There we go. I'll do it all day, every day, because it's fun. Because it just makes the whole team stronger. And then, see, what I'm doing now pays off later. So when we go on Friday and do a guild raid, all of this loot that everybody just got just made their character stronger, at least most of it anyway, will make their character stronger, thus they'll be able to do more damage in raids. Thus we'll be able to kill more raid bosses, thus we'll be able to get more raid loot, and better raid loot over time. And then everybody can get their loots. Alright, going 3 again. I feel like just rotating 1, 3, and then 2. I feel like that's working not too bad. Oh, that guy got stuck on the edge there. Well, that kind of worked. I know I'm making you all nervous by running my health down low, but actually it's even more important to let my health run low now. If they nerf healing, so at 30% I do a lot more healing. That 30% window. Alright, going to 2. Here we go, doing our thing. So I can pull these guys over while I'm pulling these guys over. Again, just saves the tanks from having to use their pull. And then, again, they can go to work on them while I'm pulling other stuff. And get a hit or 2 in and then pull some more. Pull that one in the back. These guys. And pulling them down to there. Again, by the time I'm done pulling most of these, they're already ready to switch back to over there. And there we go. More melees. And this is what happens when you're in a pug, though. When in a pug, they'll be chasing me around because I have all these melees following me. They'll be chasing me around everywhere when they should know just to stand still. Just to stand still, stand on marker 1, 2, or 3, and you're all good. And again, just trying to get a little bit more loot here for the team, a little bit more mobs. Grouping them up. Alright, rocket number 3. There we go. Again, we're going 1 to 3 to 2. And repeat. I just tried to stun that guy. It doesn't work because that's my other character. Okay, and then 2. If you notice, I go into run form. I do that on purpose so that it's just faster on the pull. Well, this guy's going to be a bit far away. Depending on where you start pulling them from, sometimes they're a bit far away. And that guy's just going to probably reset, so I'm not going to worry about him yet. We'll just get over here. Do a little bit of dish. These are kind of all over the place. And we'll do what we got to do. This guy. That guy, and then go to 1. Sometimes I gotta jump because there's a lip there. Oh yeah, here comes the fun. Here comes the fun. Let's do it. Pull this guy away from the back. Get this guy in the back. Let's go to 2 this time because he's going to reset if I pull him any further. Do 2 and then we'll do 3. Or I should have numbered that other one 2 and then this one 3. Didn't know it at the time. Remember, swap to the range over here by 2. There we go. Now I'm going to work up 3. You guys are done there. Alright, going back to 1. It's so much easier when you can communicate like that. I came up with this idea, but again, you know, we've used it before, but I never here on Nebula. And I came up with this idea. It's like, you know what? We'll find the optimum spots to stand. And then what we'll do is we'll just keep pulling all the mobs to those spots, and then we can just call out 1, 2, 3, you know, that kind of thing. Makes it so much easier in there. Now again, sometimes you have like a little lag, and sometimes you're waiting for mobs to spawn, that kind of thing. But then again, my time, I need to dip out of killing the mobs before they're done, so that they'll be ready to grab them again. Again, that guy will come back here in a second. And again, just constantly pulling across, then this guy, then this guy. Close enough. Then you throw down. I could tag something. There we go. Then this guy over here, I'm going to channel him. See if I can get him to move up a little bit. There it is. Alright, nice. And maybe heal myself if it doesn't lag out. Alright. Again, constantly pulling in. Moving on to the next thing. Trying to pull the 1, by the way. Trying to pull the 1. Over the thing. There we go. Dee. Alright, let's go 3. Get a few extra mobs here. Oh, it wants to do my skills. Come on, skills. There we go.
Oh, someone's got fun detected.
Yeah, Cam got fun detected. Either fun detected or the wife said, "That's enough games for you," and just unplugged him. I've seen it happen. Not in our guild, because I say, hey, log off before you get the wife aggro. Nothing scarier than the wife aggro. Alright, pushing back to 2. There's nothing scarier than wife aggro, everybody. You don't want it. You don't want that wife aggro. You really don't. Alright, again, pulling those guys in. Oh, Mr. Dude reset way over there. Come on, you could have made it. I'm a little too far on that guy. That's a long ways. That's a long ways to pull him. God, I love that moment, everybody. I love that moment. Just throwing crazy tons of stuff down. Get over here, guy. Pull another melee in. Try to target the range. I can. Oh, this guy have 2. Alright, yeah. Keep pulling, Let's go. We just stay there until we run out of mobs, everybody. That's the best thing to do. Just stay in one spot until you run out of mobs. Over how? wiping them out. See, another thing about these range mobs, it's very easy to think that they're dead because they disappeared, but alright, going back to 1. Going back to Cali. We're going. Come on, you little Victoria, get over there. A little bit further. There we go. Another guy over there. Oh man, he's fully fun detected. Right now, he's cussing out his computer. Oh, got some rain in the power flash. Guess that's my sign for the night. Oh. Oh, TM just let me know in the chat that his power just flickered. So I think he's out.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah, pretty scary. That's got it.
Happened to me the other night.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if he can. Oh, there he is, right there. He's right there, though. Let's see. Let me know if you want back in a group, bro. This is some sweet Nebula Island action. How long's it been, man? See, I didn't even look at the clock. See, that tells you you're having fun, man. We don't even look at the clock. I love doing this, everybody. This is insanely great for the team. If only this gave weapon mastery right now. Going back to 1. Way over there. Come on, guy. Going to 1. Ugh, I hate that rock. It's in my way. But rock. Oh, but rock. It's a little annoying that I'm pulling the melees away, but I always pull them back. I have to because I'm positioning the range. The range is the most deadliest thing out here, even more than these big guys, because you get 5 or 6 of those range on you and you're toast. Alright, you guys know where I'm going next. Over here. I'm not pulling from 3 right now because we seem to be fine on our rotation for the moment. That guy there, and then this guy, and that guy. Three's a little annoying because you have to bring them around the tree. So that's what's kind of a bummer on that one. Just fighting those over there by himself. Oh yeah. It's a little scary, you might die. There's a lot of mobs on you at the same time. Then let's see, the point is to spread the damage across multiple peeps. Then most people also have like health regen and all of that stuff, which really helps a lot. And again, we're doing fine on our rotations here. Again, if we were killing too quickly, then I always try to add something else in. And dragging those in. A lot of AoE skills too that tag one mob and then ricochet off onto a whole bunch of other mobs, which makes it easy just to tag them all at the same time. honestly, I would stand in between the two ranged mobs here. Because you can hit the other guy. Hit the big guy in the center, and then it would go off of both mobs as well. All right, going one again. I don't hit the ones that are over by the one, by the way. I just leave them there because they're already in position. I'm pulling them in. Oh, the other guy's reset. Come on, guys. Come back here. Come back here. There we go. So sometimes I'm busy. Instead of pulling these melees, I'm busy, you know, positioning stuff. You know, positioning is important. Again, so everybody get a hit in. Everybody get the stuff. This guy being annoying. Come on out of there. Get stuck in that little tree part. You're gonna come out of there. You can pull that guy out of the tree if you can there. Don't forget him. I tried to position him out of the tree, but he's stuck in there.
I'm on cool now.
Alright, I'll just kill him over there. Just kill him in the tree then. While I'm pulling stuff to 3, or to 2, I mean. Just kill that tree in there. There we go. Nice. They love to root me too, so sometimes I'm just standing there.
I'll walk them over here to 2.
There you go. Almost. More fun coming in. Again, see when the spawn is in between, then I just do a bunch of damage. Just to try to kill these a little faster. There we go. Look at that guy. Come on, guy. Get over here. Yeah, see, he won't break off. So not only have I tagged him, but somebody else has tagged him, and now I can't move him from that spot. Not even gonna try. I'll walk this guy around the front. Walk this guy around the front. All right. And just bring him back to 2. Work him at 2. The melees mean nothing, everybody. It's really the range. Getting the range together. What's going on? Ah. Give me that guy. Nope. Give me that guy. Whatever. Give me this guy. More mobs. Bring them. I was out here on my alt earlier, and there was some sort of rift event, and it was over here on the PvE side. And all the mobs were like on fire. It was pretty wild. Still pulling to 1. I'm still pulling to 1, by the way. Got these 2 guys in the back. Close enough. Positioning, positioning, positioning.
Quiz, make sure you pull them to the group.
Perfect storm of mobs. Look, I got reset. Come on, guys. See, if you get close enough, they'll come back. They'll come back after you. It's a little too far beyond his thing. One to one. Yeah, see, none of those are on me, so. If I go on an angle, see, I get both sides to be there. Ooh, that's a lot of Katori. These melees.
My chain can't pull that many. Watch out, guys.
I'm on it. I'm gonna try to walk them back toward one. Try to get them all to walk this way a little bit. There we go. Get them. Get the biggest concentration. These ones right here. Yeah, it's funny because I was in a pug group earlier, and people who just keep pulling all these mobs, but then they don't do anything about the range. They kept dying because there was no healer in the group. So I was on my ult. So, yeah, it's their fault. Not prioritizing the range. Alright, go one again. I like this whole guild marker thing, man. It makes this go so fast. So much dollar bills. Rudy. I'm trying to get this Katori to walk down. Yeah, I'm just constantly positioning. So watch that. See, look at all them purple numbers, everybody. That's a lot of double damage right there. I've been working on my double damage, on my stamina, stuff like that. That helps a lot in these situations. Pull them over. See, mostly trees in my face most of the time. Let me get this guy over here too. Throw down some DPS, so I might get a drop or two. And then pull that guy in. Oh, see, he resets. See, that's what's so annoying about that dude. That he resets. So sometimes it's not even worth it, because by the time I'm done with this, I'm already ready to go back to one. Going back to one. And so now I'm dragging to one from over here. Grab that guy back to one. Kind of a little bit, our rotation is a little bit off, but yeah, we do what we gotta do. That guy reset. And just gonna pull him to 2. Just gonna pull him to 2 in a moment. Actually, stay with one, stay with one. One just reset again. Pull him back to 1. There we go. See, really easy to communicate about what you're doing there too. So this is what you're doing. You're going here to there, and then we'll go drag these to 2. And again, while they're working those, I'm gonna work 2. And just going around tagging all the stuff. Taggy. Pulling that stuff in. See, when the ones get off by themselves like that, that's a perfect time to pull that one into here. Good to be, again, always thinking in terms of grouping them. Like right here. Right there is the perfect spot because I'm getting all 3 of those Katori at the same time when I'm AoEing. See, I don't really worry about dying, everybody. In this game, there's no death penalty. You die, you die. Now the AC is making noise. Oh no, my AC is dead to you. Right now I'm using my window air thing that I have in my office. Because our AC is like always doing something stupid. It's like calling the phone company. They're always doing something stupid. Yeah, my AC has been out for a few days. We're waiting for the guy to show up and fix it. It always goes out. It never goes out on a nice, easy, 72 day. I'm not invited. I'm not inviting no random pugs. I'm just gonna say full. I don't have it in me. See, in theory, you'd think it'd be faster, but it's just gonna be more annoying.
Back that too.
I think he said he was done. He has power problems. But yeah, you'd think it would be faster, but it's not faster. It's more annoying if I have to constantly kill mobs individually instead of grouping them. So that's annoying. Killing mobs one at a time makes it slower. Alright, swapping over to 1. Pull all these guys over here. There we go. It's called teamwork right here, everybody. Everybody working together. Everyone's not tagging the mobs, slowing the mobs down, letting them get grouped up. This is just an obscene amount of loot right here. Just the way we like it. Again, you'd be hard-pressed to find a pug that's doing it so well as us, everybody. Problem with pugs is they're constantly like stepping on each other's toes. Like, see, I'm pulling right now, and if somebody else was doing it at the same time, well, hey, if they do it good, what do I care? I can just stand by and shoot. But if they're doing it badly, then the mobs are just all over the place. And that's not really helping the group. Kill them faster. Must kill faster. That's the whole point. Kill them faster, kill more mobs, get more bags, and more loot. Right there's a good time to get this guy not to get stuck on the tree. And again, see, when that guy's running by, the tank should be picking up the big guys as well as I run that right over there. Like that. I try to get it right on the marker as best I can. Again, they'll pick up that aggro, and then I'll go work on more stuff over here. Oh, we got stuff up here we can pull as well. So I can pull this all the way back to 1, or I can pull it to 2. So they're already switching back to 2, so I'm just gonna pull it right in there like that, very nice, and then AoE the heck out of it. And these guys over here. Pulling them into if I wasn't rooted. There we go, good enough. good enough for some AoE anyway. Again, see if I get them right in between, then I can hit one and it hits all the mobs at the same time. Alright. And pulling him in. Again, they can hit those mobs when they're running by. They can hit the melees just to keep them from following me, right? The point is to get them locked down on one, so it's the ranged ones that you don't want to hit until they get in position. Otherwise, they'll stop running. If you hit them while they're running, they'll just stop running and hit the other person instead of being pulled in. This guy over here, too. Instead of being pulled into the group. And basically my job is to feed the group loot. That's what I'm doing right now. Feeding them a steady diet of loot. And then swapping. Again, pulling both of them at the same time. Pulling the left ones first. And then doubling back. Pull those ones. Together with those ones. Ooh, that's some good grouping right there. Come on now, look at that grouping. Nice. That's, sometimes it works out good. Get them all in there. Let's party. What is going on with that guy? Guy like rooted himself. Finish these guys off. These guys are not dead yet. A little sneaky Katori. And move on to the next thing. Again, watch me move and put them right in between there. Get a few hits in, move on to the next thing. Come on, guy. Come on down here. It is very repetitious. Again, once it gets down to 2, then the tank takes over, right? Boom, hits those mobs, locks those mobs down. And same thing with the DPS. So, again, when I start pulling it in, I'll run it by, boom, they lock that down, see? Just makes my job easier. Wow, getting ahead of the spawn again. Look at this go. Little spawn lag there. And that's because we killed them so quick. We need something to shoot.
Yeah, well, other one that you pulled, it was you were going to run off. I pulled him straight into the group.
There you go. Just keep you can also reposition to them. You don't have to pull them. You can save your pull for when it really does good. You have just melees on you. Just run to the ranged mob. Even easier. Very awesome.
No, there was one that was tagged way in the back, and he was running off to reset. And I pulled him over so we could AoE.
Oh, well, there you go. Very nice. Be fighting them up there. Should be at 1, peeps. Bring them to 1. There you go. AoE for the win. Be shooting the ranged ones. Don't be shooting the melee ones. When the range ones are dead, switch to some other range ones. You didn't want to pull him because he was closer to this one. You wanted to just leave him there. Again, watch his positioning. If he's by another range one, best to run to him instead of pulling him to you. Okay, it just takes practice. Understand the nuances. Alright, here we go. Alright, pull him to 2. Black heels stand in it. Hey, this is the moment I live for right here. Now see, watch how the melees die before the range. See, that's when you're on the wrong mob. So you got 2 ranged over here. Those melees are gonna die anyway. See how Jay is switching from range to range to range, and he's not actually shooting the melees. He's shooting the range, and thus the melees are dying anyway because the melees are already there. The melees are just standing around there, and once they tag him, he'll be doing his thing anyway. It's interesting that it's every other cycle that these 2 spawn here. If you don't notice that, I notice all these things. Again, don't worry about the range, just worry about the melees. I mean, don't worry about the melees, worry about the range. That's what I'm trying to say. My brain likes to put things backwards. It likes to flip things for me. Yeah, it's all about shooting the range first, and then when the range dead, just drag the melees wherever you want to go, like right here. Okay, now this one's up. You run over to this one, kill this one instead of doing all these other ones. I get this one. So I got to kill that one because I want him to respawn, and then just pull these guys over here. And see, it tells you we're doing well because the mobs are having trouble spawning fast enough before we actually kill them. So that means we're doing well. Now, if we just had an endless source of mobs that were always up, that means we're probably doing a lot less DPS. Now, of course, Jay is super OP, so as you should be at this point. And so you just want to go to where the highest concentration of the ranged are. So if you have 2 ranged, you want to run to the 2 ranged and not the 1 ranged, right? Because you want to go ahead and do it. Now, of course, you're really smart. You would attack the range from this side, and then the range will jump back, which will end up where the other ranged is as well. And then once you kill that range, then you switch back again, so on and so forth. But this guy's stuck in the tree again. Let me see if I can get him out of there. Come on out of there, guy. There we go. And now I had to go fix that guy, so now I gotta re-pull these guys. Come on. It's that little thing that's in the way there, that little rock that's in the way. Alrighty, and then we'll throw down some, target a mob. There we go. Throw down some damage while I pull another one over this way.
Don't we get food?
And those guys are dead. See, those ranged are dead. Switch to the other melee. Switch to the other ranged. There you go. Be watching. I'm gonna get my soul in back on.
I'm fixing food.
Soul in. Dee. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Oh. You also want to have them grouped too, so everybody can tag them too, right? That's pretty important. Most classes have some sort of AOE skill that they can use to tag all the mobs at the same time. Great one on the bow is called Flash Wave. Even if you're not using it for healing, it's great so that you can. Oops, reset. It's great so that you can just tag all the mobs. Tag them all, and then you're getting damage on the mobs. You got some sort of contribution. Sometimes these guys spawn a little bit further back, so you have to, pull them a little bit more shallow than you would over here. I'm gonna get in there, and if I see someone spawn over there, I'm just gonna pull them in. I try to hit the range ones. They're the ones that pop way over there and then need to be fireballed down like that. Take that, sucker. And on to the next one. Come on, little guys. Get in there. Alright, nice. Oh yeah, here we go. Fun time. That's what I call fun time, when you get all the mobs together. Them all together and you just throw down crazy damage. There we go. Drag them to the range. And this guy's just shooting me in the back here. There we go. On this one over here, that one's dead. Now onto this one. Watching for more mob spawn. Yeah, hate that guy in the back. Hate that guy in the back. Always messing me up. Alright, fireball, come on. Good fireball, get stuck. There we go. Bunch of fun. Here we go. You want to get a lot of AoE in while you're doing this. It's super fun. Sometimes you just burn them all down. Burn them all down while you're doing it. And then over here. The 2 mobs coming in. This guy's really far out there. Really far. Really wanted to switch to 1, but he had already pulled this mob over here, so now I'm back over here and I gotta get wailed on by 4 mobs, but I can handle it. Whatever works, everybody. No big deal. Just keep pulling, pulling, pulling. That's what I'm about. Getting my team to loot. Let's go. So this is what you want right here, where you have a ton of them together, and then you just go for it. Oh yeah, brutal arrow as well. Yeah, that's another good one. That's right. Another good one there. Very rarely use brutal arrow, but then again, I only have so many bow skills, so I only have like 4 bow skills. I'm usually doing healing. So really, most of my skills are healing skills. Get out of my way, mobs. Trying to work here. Trying to get a job done. Guy hiding behind there. Ooh, little pouch back there. That little Katori in there. Sometimes they're hard to target too, the Katori. Again, see, once you're done killing the Katori, you should just move on to the next thing. And pull into here. Some serious work, everybody. Yeah, it actually makes my hand hurt after a while. Good mobs. Bumping me. A little half second of skill lag there. That's kind of sketchy. Kinda sketchy. And the point is, kill them quick so that they respawn. You can see I looked off to the side because that's the next thing that's going to spawn. And again, their job is to pull the aggro off of me there. My job is to just keep pulling them. Maximize their loot. And run back in. Another melee on that side. See, I'm just rocking back and forth on each side. Pulling the melees in. And then take out these little guys. Take that, little guy. Yeah, they're getting it down. Yeah, they rotated. Yeah, and sometimes, you know, even though mobs are spawning over there, just kind of let team cool down on that. And then they can start hitting those two while I pull these two right perfectly in between, just like that. And see, I can also pull these guys, not just to 2, but I can pull these guys also to 1. See? So that's the great thing about having them in the center. So now I've got them right there. Boom, boom. Throw it down on all of them here. This guy over here, he's low health. There we go. Very nice. More guys over here. Just pull this guy to 2 because these are about to spawn. Yeah, they're not always.
I mean, it looks like we got somebody trying to steal our mobs.
Yeah, I think he's just soloing over there in the corner. I was actually doing that earlier on my alt to see if I could kill these mobs. I think he was trying to look for group or something, I don't know. Alright, going back to 1. Keep it rocking, everybody. This is so much sweet loot. Let's do this. Heck, you're not coming out of there. You're stuck. Ah, there, you punks.
Give me a second. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, it's like switched aggro. It's too far away. You have to probably run up on them because they're like from way back there. Kind of weird how they spawn further back sometimes. It's really great also, that kind of communication where, hey, I'm running them here. And that really helps a lot. That's the kind of stuff you don't get in pugs. Look how it drops aggro sometimes. It's really annoying. Oh, sure, yeah, I wanted to shoot the people in the opposite direction of where I was trying to shoot, yeah. So I want to shoot the guys behind me, not the ones in front that I'm trying to pull in. Sure, yeah, that's what I was trying to do. They said they fixed the targeting. I think it's worse. I think the targeting is actually worse than it was. That's just me. I watch people running up because I've done that before, but I run up on a group looking to get in a group and then they don't say anything, so you're just kind of standing there awkwardly going, is there a spot? Is there not a spot? That wondering is the worst thing you could possibly do to somebody, everybody. Whether it's in game or in love or whatever. They're not sure if you love them. They're not sure your situation. Make the situation known, bro. And all you ladies out there, same thing. Make the situation known. Don't make them guess your feelings or your thoughts or emotions. Guys hate doing that. They hate doing that. They're not smart enough. Don't give them too much credit. You're giving guys way too much credit that they can just automatically, like, imagine what your feelings are. They don't know. They're too dumb. Including me. I'm too dumb. Don't make me do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I shouldn't have to do it. Just say what you feel. Way easier. Way easier on everybody.
Out, Gizzy.
Yeah, I got it. You know, my screen turns red when I get low health, so you don't really need to tell me. Try to target this darn mob. Come on, stupid thing. Oh, man, the targeting, I'm telling you. I think it's worse than it was before. I am convinced that he's messed up. All right, now it's fun time. Here we go. Let's do it. Big time. We lost Jay, so it's all us, everybody. Let's see if I die. Let's go, let's go. Jay dropped. I can always tell when Jay dropped because the mobs are taking a lot longer to kill, and I'm getting hit a lot. Like right now, I'm just getting absolutely pounded by a whole lot of mobs. But I got this. And if you like heals, come stand in them. Don't stand off by yourself. Stand in the heals. Alright, here we go. And kill these ranged ones first. Oh, there's some that are low health back here. Yeah, get the low health one. Now, all of a sudden, like, Jay's like, I'm out! And I should be able to see his thing, but, yeah, there we go. He's got work, so, you know, no big deal. I think we should actually cut it to 2 hours, everybody. What do you think? Think that's good enough? Let's just cut it right there. We're out.
Yeah, I agree. It's been an awful long 2.5 hours.
Well, it's actually only been 2 hours, but let's just call it there at 2 hours. I think that's better. Because then we can just come back on Saturday and maybe do a little two then, or maybe 3. We'll see. All right. It just sometimes you just feel the vibe of the team. And when Jay's there and TM's there, everybody's getting the loot, and we're at max group. Now again, I could bring in a bunch of stuff. Hey, Pink Cupcake, thanks for coming in and hanging out. Thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes, you know, again, I could go out there and burn tokens by myself, but that doesn't help. That doesn't help the team. So if we have a full group that's just the team, then everybody's getting the benefit. And if, you know, TM's having trouble and, you know, Jay's got to go or whoever's got to go do their stuff, better that we just save that time for Saturday, and then everybody will get more time on Saturday. But I have a bunch of nebula stones. I can always extend mine, and I'll just stay there until everybody gets as much as they need. But for me, we're going to get... We're also going to do this world boss in about 23 minutes, all right? Just a heads up. We're going to take a break first.
Let us do it.
Queue up my Animote, too. I'm so addicted to this game, man. I've been doing my alt and my primary. All of my tokens, all of my stuff. Pretty crazy. What the crazy? Alright, so we're going to run back over
let's
this
see
way.
how many everybody got.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I forgot to look. Let's see. 22 bags. And 42 stones. Right there. All right, put in guild chat, everybody. Inquiring minds want to know. I just think it's awesome to think how much loot everybody's getting from that every single time. So insane amount of loot. By the way, I got another one of these whispering fishing rods, which are like such a low drop rate. I actually got a second one. It's crazy. Got it in my
I got another one
thing.
earlier on this character.
Yeah, see, look, everybody, I got 2 of them. You know how hard that drop that is to get? That's super hard to get as a drop. And I also got the luminous one, which you can get pretty easy. I see people with that one all the time. But all you got to do is know the secret of how to go in and get the secret fish. And I'm doing a guide on that right now. There we go. Yeah, look at you guys getting a ton. Ooh, you got a lot of stones, Unforgiven. Nice. Nice, nice. Oh, look at you guys getting this stuff. Getting that sweet stuff. Okay. Probably I should go do my stones first before I forget. Let's go do that. Diddle-dee-dee. I gotta go do my stones. Now, actually, because my set pieces are getting to a point now where I only have the 2 left set pieces, I can pretty much clear the bulk of my loot pretty quickly now. Now, if you're going to the Nebula Stone, they combine the Nebula Stone vendor, the higher-end one, which I thought was kind of dumb. They had them separate. I don't know why they did that. But they merged it now into just one Nebula Stone merchant. And so you can do the bigger Nebula Stones, or you can just do the regular ones. I just come over here, and the first thing I do is get my weekly limit of trade on lockstones, which I forget how many of these it takes. It takes like 25 of them. I'm like, great. And then I try to get my pouches, and I just got all 50 pouches. Now I'm already done for the week. I'm already done for the entire week on pouches, and thus, even if I go to Nebula and I get more Nebula stones, I can get no more pouches. And you're like, well, Kismet, how can you get 50 of them when you only have, where are they at? Oh, I put them in the bank. You only had like, how many did I have? I had 22. How can you get 50 when you only had 22? That's because I had some left over from last week. Because we do it twice, right? So we do it on one or the other, and you have some left over, so then you can carry it over to the next week, and then bam, now I have 50. So say I get 25 more, well, guess what? Or 50 more, well, guess what? Now I got 50 for the next week, and then it starts to snowball. It starts to build momentum if you're doing it very consistently every week, where you actually have more than you can actually use in there, which is awesome. That's exactly what I want everybody to be able to do. Just have tons and tons of extra stuff. And so that's 50 bags, everybody. It's 50 bags, and my entire team got between 50 and 70, 80 bags, which is awesome. Very, very awesome. Now I'm going to go over here to the bank, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put some of this stuff in the bank here in a minute. Let's get rid of my green trait stones first, because these I just instantly go through. See, I made this larger so I can just transmute these. And I actually don't even do them efficiently. I don't care. I just want them out of my inventory so that they're not... It doesn't come up and say, your inventory's full, your inventory's full, your inventory's full, your inventory's full. It's just incredibly obnoxious, and it should never do that. It should come up, say your inventory's full, and then stop. It shouldn't just keep doing it over and over and over again. Because that's incredibly obnoxious, and it shouldn't do that at all.
Oh, did you see that they actually made it to where you can have food to the lithograph book now?
Yes, I was showing that earlier on stream. It's very cool. Very cool. I'm going to do that later after we're done doing team stuff. So I think we'll, again, try to sneak in a break come back, do the world boss, and then some more solo stuff. I'm saving all these 3 stars now too. Anytime I see a 3-star, even if it's not the set that I'm using, I'm just saving them all. So if I want to switch sets at some point, I just go into my inventory and then artifacts and lock them. Trying to get. Has anybody ever seen a 2-star solar stone? I've seen a 1-star one, but never a 2-star. Never seen a 2-star one. But again, this is not even the set that I'm using, the Deathless one, but it's a 3-star one, so I just want to have my whole
solar stone.
inventory thing. Sorry, what was that?
I said I don't think I've ever seen a solar stone.
Yeah, it's part of your artifacts. Yeah, it's the side ones. Yeah, there's one on the side. There's one on the side that's the solar stone, and the other one is the lunar stone. Left one is the solar stone. All right, what am I doing? Opening these things so that.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw a green one earlier. I deleted it. I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen a blue one.
Oh really? I got a whole inventory full of blue ones. You should have got some blue ones from there, but you know the solar stones and lunar stones are the rarer of the items, so you don't always see those. I find that I get most of those from when I transmute my stuff. Like right now, I just got like a bunch of lunar stones and a solar stone. So you transmute them, you get the blue chest, you open the blue chest, and that's where I usually get those stones from. Out of all the stuff that I do. And again, look through here, see if there's any 3 stars.
Be honest with you, I haven't really messed with the artifacts much because I don't like the way they have them. They need to set them up like they have the way they did the rune stones, and then I'll mess with them more. But it's like it's too complicated the way they have it.
Yeah, it's definitely tedious, that's for sure. Definitely. This is really tedious. See, I have to go through here and then hit the rare and then transmute and then it shows the chest right here, which is completely stupid. It shouldn't show that chest there, or at least give me an option to not show it because it's really obnoxious. Because then I have to go get the thing, do the stuff, do all the thing. And again, I just merge it all in so that your inventory is not constantly full. I actually had to pay extra Lucent to make the inventory larger. I put it up to 200 because I couldn't take it anymore. It was just like every single second it was constantly full all the time. That whole system needs to be redone. They said they're thinking about it, but no hard plans about that. Wow, another 10. All right, this is why I never get my break in because I'm busy doing stuff. All right, I got to go over here. So I'm over here where the boss is. Over here. To the boss. This way, when I come back, I'm ready to click the thing. What I try to do also is fly wherever everybody else just was, so that I don't have any aggro either. We're here pretty early. Look at these people. These are the hardcores right here, or they're left here from the last time. All right, taking a break before the boss. Back in a bit. All right, gonna mute them for a minute. Gonna bring up some fun for all of you guys to do. Here we go. We've got ourselves some words on stream. Descramble the words. Let me make sure this is actually going to work because it's been kind of flaky lately. Okay, it works. All right, there we go. School yourself, if an L, on some words there, everybody. Again, the more words you get right, the more levels you're going to level up. And if I see you guys working together, come back, shower you with a bunch of kids caps. Back in just a bit. Oh, wrong button. So That button. Yeah, there we go. Back in a bit. I'm back, everybody. Put a one in the chat if you can't see and hear me. Let's try to get one word in at least What? Built. Built. Ha! There we go. Well, we got 2 words in. Well, me and you were just getting it done. At least you guys tried to get it done. There we go. Well, hey, we tried. All right, I give you a few kids caps, a couple thousand kids caps for at least trying. There we go. Let's get back to it, everybody. Again, that's just something fun I let you guys do while I get up and walk around. I've been basically instructed, but really ordered by my doctor to take more breaks. So I try to take more breaks because sometimes I get all involved. I'm going like 5, 10, 20 hours, and you know how it is when you're a gamer. You get all wrapped up what you're doing. All right, we got about 1 minute left here. Let me go ahead and see if anybody else wants to boss run, wants to join us for the boss. I'm gonna stay in partial healing mode because this boss is nuts, man. It just throws electricity down all over the place. Let's go ahead. I should have made myself some better food. I'm running out of food over here. Finally using it all up, man. I have hundreds of some of these foods that I need to use. I got this one, I got that one, and I need all my other stuff, my fritters and stuff. But we'll deal with that later. We got a little bit of food that'll help us, and then maybe like a potion. I've been burning my mana way more often nowadays, especially when I'm in DPS mode. When I'm in DPS mode, I really burn it big time. I guess I can invite some other peeps in. Yeah, let's invite some randos if we're not going to get it. Let's do it. Let's go. Again, what's this one? Manti. Manti piece. 3 of 6. There we go. Boom! Look at that. Instantly filled up. Now 6 of 6. That's how you do it, everybody. You put the 3 of 6 in there, and they know how many people are already in the group, and then boom, it just fills right up. Now, see, what I'm doing is when I put it in here, everybody, is these peeps right here don't have to travel all the way over here. They can just, wherever they're at, they can keep doing what they're doing, and then when I click the portal, it'll automatically pull them into the portal once it comes up. So again, they get to go into a group real easy. Now, some people are real like, hey, you got to have a certain gear score, all that kind of elitist crap. I never do that, everybody. Just whoever gets in first gets it. That's it. Simple as that. And there we go. Now, normally I prioritize guild members first, which I did. First I typically go, hey, anybody else in the guild wants it, and really there's only us on. And if nobody else wants it, then I just go public and grab the public peeps in too, as well. How many peeps are 3,000 or higher? Watch this. You can actually see it right over here. Let me. Where's my? Over this way. I can put it right here. Oh, I got the button. I can just press the button. Overseer spreadsheet right here. What if I could throw that in game? Good question. What's the name of that tab? It is called, I think I called it 2% stronger, right? What do I do with it? I can't see it. Oh, it's over 1. TNL. No. No. Oh, well, let me put the... Let me put that in there. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, it's, I can see it over here. I guess I could, make a number. So let's see. Me, 1, 2, 3, 4 already. Ash is 5. I think that's it. 5 currently. 5 peeps at 5K. Some peeps are getting real close. 6,260. Wow, that's some serious serious stuff. Combat score. 6,060. Very, very nice. Getting there. I don't even know what mine is. 5762. 5781. Or 87. In healing mode. Yeah, I might want to update mine too. 57, 87. Getting there. When I get my chest piece and my boots and then trade all those out and max all my traits, I'll easily be over 6,000. Easily. The real thing also is getting my weapon mastery up and then working on my runes. I'm getting a bunch of level 80 runes now, man. It is awesome. Worked really hard on doing that, man. Getting lots and lots of runes and keep adding them in. And then I would take the runes and I'd break them down and then I'd make more and then I'd break them down and I'd make more. I did all of that before, which really helped a lot, everybody. I absolutely did. I still have a lot more of those things in the bank. Those rune fragments. I'm saving them for when I really need something like polished crystals or something like that. So, saving them for a rainy day. When I need them, or I'll end up not needing them at all. We'll find out. We'll find out here in a moment. All right, now this boss here is just a whole lot of just shoot him as much as you can. I actually did my best score earlier. I got rank 17. And I was just crushing. I was doing Diagon. And I was at half health, and I was just fully in DPS mode. I didn't even bother doing heals. And I was just so lucky that I jumped at the right time, and I didn't die, and a few things. That just every single skill went off at the same time. And I start with channeling skills first. And even though they're out of order, like if I move over here, even if they're out of order, like say in the case of my fireball where you want to put burning stacks on the mob, you just want to start by chanting. So, see, I want to do a fireball first, then I want to do Inferno Wave to boost the amount of fire stacks, and then do Fireball Barrage, which means that depending on how many stacks of burning it has on it is how many fireballs it's going to shoot. I don't even bother with that anymore. I just start doing channeling skills straight away. This way it's doing damage to the mob while I'm busy doing other things. Like trying to rotate between my other skills. So that's been helping me get up a little bit further in the leaderboard, but it looks like we got some serious peeps here, so we'll see. And I try to throw some heals from time to time as well if they want to stand by me. But if they want to be way the hell over there, then you're not going to get too many heals. So I always put the star in my head so that they know where I'm at. And this is just a DPS race. So you want to just do as much DPS as you can and try not to die. Now I always hit this gray guy over here. I don't even bother with the white guy, because the white guy is just going to AoE the thing the whole time. So start with this. And then he's going to do electricity on the ground. If you stand in the center, you're going to just get absolutely spanked. And then dodge. And then that's when you start taking damage, so I'll throw some heals and then dodge. And then I'll throw a heal on the tank over there, so he doesn't take too much if he's not dodging. Now, I know if you're dodging or not. I know if you're missing your stuff. Haha, pulled all those peeps. Whoa, look out. Pulled all those peeps in. More heals. You don't want to get in the center there, man. That's some serious stuff. Yep. Like that. Always got to be situationally aware. Killing the mob is not as important as not dying in these kind of things. Oh, you can still go in and die and still do a lot of stuff. $54, that's respectable. Oh, you can see it drops something. Precious something or another in there. Somebody got something nice. Now, actually, the wild thing, I'm going to show you guys here in a second, you can actually get these chests right over here. I've never gotten one before, except for just recently, and I, of course, got it off stream, which sucks. That kind of stuff I typically like to get on stream, but during the day, when I'm doing other things, take care of IRL stuff, I'll jump in game and just do some contracts or whatever it is. And then if the boss is up, I'll say, hey, boss run, everybody, and then I'll bring a party, just like I just did, and go do some boss stuff with everybody as well. But at this point, what I'm going to do is go ahead and drop from this, and then we're going to bounce, and we're going to do some solo stuff. Press the right buttons. All right, get a run and check out all the new stuff and show it off on stream, everybody. So I'm going to be busy doing solo stuff for a bit. All right, just letting them know first before I go off, so they're not sitting there waiting and wondering what I'm doing. I like to let everybody know, everybody, again, up front. Same thing with the stream, everybody. If I'm preoccupied with IRL and got to do all of that stuff, there we go. Nice. Yeah, he got 59 there. Pretty awesome. And show, let's go in here, and again, you're gonna have some random stuff, so I'm just gonna auto deposit that stuff. And now it is time to open the big bag. I have 72 chances to get something cool. Let's go see what we get. Boom! Now remember, we only did that for 2 hours, but you can do it for 5 hours. We could have had even more nebula stones, but see, at this point, that spot is so efficient that really we could just do that spot for 2 hours and still get the same amount that we might get in 5 hours in another spot. And that's why I do that stuff. Now, see all this stuff here? This might be good for my gear. I don't know. So what I do is, the first thing I do is see if it's anything that I can trade into my gear, right? Do I have anything that does buff duration? Yeah, I got 3 of them. Sweet. Let's go. See what we get. Now, I'm not going to turn on my blessing or it'll burn like 2,000 blessing. Now, if this was 3 of 4, then I'd turn that on and burn the rest of that blessing. But this is adding blessings, so that if I do get some purples with buff duration, I can just add them directly by using my stuff. That one's already done. Nothing on that one. Nothing on the gloves. My gloves done? Oh, my gloves are done too. I forgot. Okay. Pants, anything on there? No. Okay, a little bit of mana regen. Let's go for it. Now, you want to check both of them. If you merge something in, you want to come back and click on it again, just in case there's another trait with something else, because it doesn't automatically switch. So, all right, little max mana there. And then again, come back to that belt again, just in case it has, like, mana regen or something. Or you can just click on it, either way. Anything like this, you can just click on it if you want to. I stopped doing that because it automatically detects it. Oh, my ring's done too. It automatically detects it. Yes, this is the one that I need blessing, so I get a 100% chance of moving that over. I'm just going to hang on to that. And then mana regen. I already merged the one that I had. And then bow. Need that one last attack speed. And then that's it. Oh, I got another Ring of Eternal Flames. Cool. Now, some of these you can actually switch the traits if you want. And sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. Like that one I could try to switch and be skill damage resistance. I would do one where all 3 traits are still unlocked. Right, which I'm not sure I have one left that has all 3. No. Now, see, that's the best time to switch it because you have, you know, a chance of 3 hitting one of those that you can merge in. But these ones are no. All right, so basically let's throw it in the thing. Now, next thing I'll do is I'll look at the lithograph book and see if there's any armor here. Like, oh, I've already gloves of the resistance. So in that goes, and now I get a bunch of those. Pretty sweet. Now, there's a whole bunch of other stuff, cooking and fishing, which we'll get to later on. That's a whole nother fun here, but we want to go ahead and just work on our inventory first. And I got a bunch of runes. What is it, right there? And then somewhere in here, there. Okay. And then we have a bunch of this gear. Now, this gear I don't really need. So I'm going to go in and try to get the gear I do need. Now, some of this stuff might be great stuff, you know, that somebody wants, right, or whatever. Especially these rings are actually really good. You can only have one type of that ring, right? I can't have 2 rings of flames on. You can only have 1 ring of flame, and then you got to have some other type of ring. So I don't really need any of this. So I'm just going to throw that in there, throw as much stuff in there as I can. And then I'm going to transmute it. It costs me 1.5 million every time I take this stuff and try to transmute it. But I'm trying to get 2 items out of a list of 100 items, everybody. Very, very low chance I'm going to get it, but maybe today's the day. Let's go. Nope. Like I said, everybody, I have terrible RNG. Now, sometimes I'll look and see if it's like for the lithograph book first before I do it, because you never know. By the way, I could go in and craft this Resolution Creator armor inside of the... If I really wanted to unlock all of these. Does it say what my percentage is? Oh, it just says equipment now. 260 out of 354. But it doesn't have it like blue, green. Because I have all the grays and all the greens done. And I'm working on my blues and purples. But it's okay. They changed it. All right. And then we'll transmute some more. Let's go. So that one I don't need. So let's just get rid of it. It's not something I can add to my boots. My boots are already maxed of my current ones. If I had my other boots, I could maybe merge that in. But that's what I'm trying to get right now by transmuting all of this, is those boots. Now, I always suggest to convert your points first until it basically hits level 5, and then you're guaranteed to get a level 2 item. But that's a lot of stuff that you just had to transmute, and then most of the time you don't get anything. Like, when you're running the dungeons, just assume that you're not going to get anything running the dungeons, because that's mostly how it happens, is that you don't get squat. Now, some of this stuff, by the way, I can sell on the auction hall because it is critical items, and I can't transmute them. So I need to just go ahead and sell... I just sell it for 10, everybody. I don't even care anymore. I don't care about any of this stuff. And I'm looking at the price right here. At least this one's 47. Okay, that one will go a little higher. Let's say 45. All right, and then this one, same price. Oh, wait, that one's only worth 10. Okay. You do want to watch the price up here, right here. Lowest current available price. Well, it's 26, so you want to go... 24. That was 10. Because of the traits are different. Oh, Band of Universal Power. That one I do want to save, actually. So I can use that one later because it has that max mana. And I want to add the max mana in, but I don't have enough blessing to add it in. So we want to get the blessing first. Okay, and then we got a bunch of other random resources that we got there. We'll put all that away. And that was it. That was like 75 bags. And I got a little bit of blessing and a little bit of merging there. But really nothing. That was 70 bags. And there wasn't anything I could add to my set. And I didn't get my set item that I needed. So, yeah, it happens. Again, it's a huge grind at where I'm at the highest end. And then trying to get very specific items. That's really, really tough. Okay, so now it is time to fool around with our new litho book. All right, so now, of course, you got standard equipment 1, and now they've added cooking and aquatic. I can also favorite stuff as well if I want to. But I have a lot of stuff here, so I need to put 50 golden apple pie in there and then 50 quality crab meat. Now, I would not add anything in here if you couldn't actually finish it. That would be my... suggestion that before you add it that you go make 50 quality crab meats. Let's go do it elsewhere because this place sucks over here. Let's go over here. Let's go see if I can make 50 quality crab meats if I even have that recipe, because again I don't remember all these recipes off the top of my head. Let's go see. 50 Quality crab meat. Is that one of the ones I don't know? Good question. Crab meat pie. So, the name of that one again? Oh, so it's just crab meat pie, but it's quality crab meat pie, and I need 50 of those. I just saw that crab meat pie. Crab meat pie right here. I can make 12 of them. What do I need? Oh, onions. All right, let's go get some more onions. Now, you can get some of this stuff, an infinite amount, depending on how much gold you have in here. So, onions. So, I'll go in here and I'll get like 1,000 onions, right? It'll cost me 235,000, but that's okay. Now I don't have to think about it. And I've got a lot of them in there. And I usually buy them in stacks of 1,000. And then it just makes it easier so I know which one's actually the limiting factor. The limiting factor of that crab meat should be, again, I thought I favorited it. Did I favorite it? No, I forgot. Should have favorited it so I didn't have to keep looking it up in here. Right here. Oh, I did favorite it. I thought I did. Oh, right here. Yes. So now it should be that I can make 17 because I have 17 of these and I'm not limited by these basic ones. But this one, these ones right here, you can only get a few of these per day. And that's why I keep buying them every single day so that when I need them, I have 800 of them, right? Instead of just having 20, right? But now I can make 17 of them. So that's not really going to help me because I need more of these. But if I use those up, oh, and you can see I got it done. Oh, and I forgot to put my cooking food on. Put my cooking food on. Let's do that before I forget. So I just did a bunch of them. But here's the thing, is you can use also your hermit crab tail over here to make a bunch more. And I'll just make whatever else I can make and see what runs out first. All right, did 16 with 3 extra. And so basically, because it's 3 each, it burned all those out. So how many did that leave me with? 74. All right, perfect. Okay, cool. Let's do our litho book here. And since we have both of these, we'll add all. What is the reward? A kit to create a culinary genius Percy. Okay, collect 10 to complete it. And then quality sterilize. So I got to get 10 of these little Percy things. So all right, we just put 50 of both of those in there. That's a lot. That's okay. I have hundreds of those. Okay, so now I have this little thing here. And a kit to create a culinary genius Percy. So again, I need 10. All right, what else do we need? We need our fish and all that stuff. We'll come back to the fishing stuff. What do we need here? Quality barbecue platter. Forest goulash. Okay, I'm going to have to write these down. Can I click on them? Yes, okay. Let's write these down. Oh, by the way, I'm so hardcore now that, see the spreadsheet here? With all this gear and stuff? This is actually my alt spreadsheet now. What gear I'm getting for him, what all his traits are. This over here is where you get all the items he's looking for and from which bosses. He actually got another item today. A necklace right over here. I got it from the Halls of Tragedy. The Gornets right here, so I can actually mark that off while I'm at it. So I'm actually working on my alt as well, his full gear as well. Getting hardcore, everybody. Quality forest goulash is what we're going to write down. Now this is just stuff. So it's really forest goulash. And then we need quality barbecue platter. I go at this stuff very systematically. Okay, so let's go ahead and make those, and I'm going to make exactly the amount I need so I don't have a whole bunch of those just sitting in my inventory. Now I can just go up here, forest, and go here, forest goulash. All right, we need 3 of these. Oh, not enough fish. All right, give me one of these then. What? Why can't I cook the recipe? Something weird there. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Forest goulash. 3 of those. Go. Just dawned on me I could just copy from over here too. Oops. Just copy from over here and just paste it right in here. Oh, I didn't do it right. Quality. Oh, I just barbecue platter. Yep. I don't need the word quality, and the quality is the quality of when you craft it. And again, I need 3 of those as well. 1, 2, 3. All right. We're getting somewhere. And there we go. Add all. Very nice. Get those rewards. Honey rye cookie, 50 of those. Honey rye sponge cakes. Okay. So, then we're going to do a honey rye cookie. Again, very systematic in this stuff. This is going to take a while, so that's why I told my team, hey, I'm going to be working this honey sponge cake. Now, there's some recipes I don't have, so I just can't, there'll be no way I can do those. So out of there, back into cooking, paste that in. I didn't write down how many I needed because I'm like that. 50 of each. All right, so say 50 each at the top here, so I can just copy the name. All right, and put it right in there. And we need 50 of those. I can make 18. What's limiting it? Honey. I think I've already got my honey for today. That's going to be really limiting because honey is one of those things that's a daily thing. Yes, so it's sold out here. Let's see. I don't think I've ever even bothered to look for honey in here. Not in there. Ornate coins. Honey? No. Wow, that's really limiting then. I'm sure there's a way to also get it in the world. Which is something they always do. So, oops. Oh no, that's what I wanted to take it out so I can click on it. We hit how to acquire. Wasps from the Golden Rye Pastures. So I can go to the Golden Rye Pastures and annihilate everything over there. Because those are level 1 mobs, everybody. But the chance of that dropping is probably pretty low. But I don't know. I've never gone over there and farmed them. So that's not something I should do. I shouldn't make those because I wouldn't have enough to finish that. So that's more of a long-term one right there. So I would skip that one, basically. Not enough honey. All right. Quality vegetable stir fry. I'm going to make a note down here. Move this actually over this way. Not enough honey. Okay. Actually, maybe I should move this to my other spreadsheet. Move this to my auction spreadsheet. There we go. Okie-dokie. Where we want to put this? Yellow. And then what's the next one? Quality stir fry. So 10 of each. It's vegetable stir fry. And then the other one is, oh, that's your scorpion fritters. Those I really like. Tail fritters. All right, let's go see if we can make enough of those. Again, I just copy paste it in there. I'm just looking for specific. So I need 10. Oh. And then scorpion, that's going to be a tough one. Let's see if I spelled that right. Yep. Because I don't have the scorpion tails. So now I have 10 of the other ones that I don't need for right now, and then I don't have enough of those. But maybe it'll help me in a different one. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out if it helps me in a different one here. So, unable to do this one as well because I don't have the fritters. Can't do that one. I guess I could just add it now, so it's not in my inventory. You know what? That's what I'm going to do to all of these. I'm just going to add these now. And it just clears out my inventory for now. Like, okay, we're not going to have any food. That's okay. I can always go and get more. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add all of those like that. All right, very nice. Let's do the same thing with the fish. All right, let's just go in. Add all of these. Now you can go to very specific areas when you need just that specific fish. You see I've backlogged a lot of fish. Okay, now I'm gonna need to get a lot more too. Okay, so didn't have enough fish for any of those. We'll have to take care of that later. Let's add that in. Okay, so 3 honey sponge cake. And 3 Laslin style thing. Okay. Let's do this. 3 of each. Again, it was honey sponge cake. And braised meats. Okay, let's cook some more of those. And cooking. Oh, I gotta make the cookies first. Alright, let's just... Oh no, we gotta watch out. You gotta watch out, it's gonna use up all the honey. I'll say 3 of those. And then honey sponge cake is also going to use those up with this. Okay, so 3 of those. Let's see if we can do these other ones. Okay, we need 3 of those. What are we missing? Okay, it's just being awkward. Sometimes you gotta go out and back in again because it gets awkward like that. Oh, I need garlic. Garlic it is. Let's see if we can buy it from the vendor. I don't even remember. Oh yeah. $5,000 of that too, now I'm thinking about it. Okay. There we go. Only need 3. Be very systematic. Alright. Honey sponge cake. 1 of 3. I only make 1? I thought I made 3. Yeah, apparently I only made 1. Sometimes you get extra too while you're cooking it. Alright, there we go. What's this thing we're gonna get? Connoisseur of charred perfection. Alright, awesome. That reward. Can't do fritters, can't do that. I would do the stuff with the 3s in it, because those are super easy. Because you need a lot less materials. Start with those. Alright, quality, fish cottage. And then this is Tran apple tart. Fish steak. Alright, you see this is involved here, so you gotta find what you need and then go in and hunt it down. Okay, we make a lot of those, so 3 of those. And pineapple tarts. Ah, the hell. Don't click on that guy. Just on that random guy over there. Happened to be wherever I was clicking my cursor up here. He happened to be walking by, so I clicked on him. 3 of those, and then fish steak. Okay. Not enough fish. We got a fish. We need to go get some large bass. I know right where to go. I know right where to go to get that done. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, I forgot. Our weeklies are going on, too. I totally forgot. I got to do all those weeklies, too. All right. Let's go and get some largemouth bass over here. Gotta do events and stuff too. Remember to do that. All right, let's try to get some bass here. Let's turn our fishing food on. We're gonna do some fishing. Can't remember if the bass is at level or below level out here. That's the wrong bass, by the way. That's like the easiest of all the fish there. Now, I have some event fishing stuff I need to do as well. There it is. And then I just need to do that over and over, which I'm not going to do here on stream, everybody. I'll probably do that off stream. All right, back to the thing. And I'll just collect a ton of them, and then when we come back Friday night, I'll just show you all the fish before I merge them all in there. Because I can literally go and do like 600 fish right now. But it would be like 5 hours of fishing. Which I know some of you hardcores, you know who you are, would stay and watch me fish that for 5 hours. But really unnecessary to do it on stream. Plus, it's a lot more fun, I think. Because to use the controller. So if you're going to do a lot of fishing, put your fishing food on so you're getting your fishing bonus. Get your controller out and just sit there and go. Got the fish? Okay, cast. Okay, got the fish? Cast. Right? That's all you got to do on the controller. You don't have to do AD. You don't have to be sitting at your desk. I send it to my big TV where my bed is, and then I sit there in my bed and just do it while I'm resting. Good time to do it in between streams, I find, to get that done. All right, so not enough to get that done for right now, but I think we might be able to cook another one, right? We can cook 2. All right, so we'll cook 2. And again, we could go out and get more bass. We'd have to get 5 more. We'll put in what we got. Oh, look out. Bommel coming in with a 28 months of sub love saying hello, everybody. Hello, Bommel. Thanks for coming in and hanging out, man. Greatly appreciate everybody chilling out in the channel. That's for sure. In fact, I saw some ones in there when I came back earlier. I'm going to give 1,000 kids caps for that. And another 1,000 kids caps just for being awesome. There you go. And again, I'll get all these other different types of fish as well. I'll go to different spots to do those fishes. But I would definitely start with the cheaper stuff here. It'd be kind of nice if you could kind of right-click on it, and then it would automatically take you to crafting that item. But we'll go ahead and try this. Mushroom stew. And then the next one is aged salmon. And again, I just put all my fish in the thing, so probably not too much fish left in there, which is good because I have so much of it. Canned salt fish. All right, let's see what we can do there. 3 each. Mushroom stew. Let's start with that. I already typed it out over there. Ah, see, I don't have that one yet. Okay. Aged salmon. Can I do that one? Nope, don't have that one either. And I'm assuming I don't have canned saltfish. And salted fish, not saltfish, salted. ED. All right, that one we got. We got some mahi, but we're gonna do this one instead. And we're gonna do 3 of those. And then again, we might as well just put them in there so that when we come back and we get these recipes, we can do those. Can't do fritters. 50 of those is a lot. Here's a bunch ones here. All right, let's try these. I think I just tried these. Yeah, we need more honey cookies. Yeah, let's try this one with the last one. Last one. All right. Retyping these over and over again. Yeah, man, I can't tell you how many of these I've thrown away, these Castler salads, because they're XP food. And, you know, once you're max level, you don't really need that XP. Wild game steak. All right. Kind of salad, and then honey rye cookie. Okie dokie. We're cooking. And again, we need 3 of each of these. Okay. Just click on that random guy over there. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Kaiser salad. Three of those. Game steak. Yeah, I actually might get all of these. Honey rye cookie. Yeah, my honey's gonna be an issue, big time. And there we go. All right, got that one done. Nice. Okay, what else do we think we could do? Surprised I don't have any of these quality fried eggs. I either threw them away or... I think I threw them away because I had hundreds of those and I know I didn't use them all. I wonder if I have any food in the bank that's not registering. Let's go see. Seems to use food from the bank. Oh, there's that chest, everybody. The Palo Naru one. I can actually take it and click it and just choose what I want. Out of all of this stuff, I can go through and click on it, like Ruined Band of the Black Anvil. That's a really good one there. Again, I can just choose which one I want, if I want the Great Sword or Spear or whatever. I don't think there's anything in there I really want. I would have liked to got one from those the 2 werewolves, because that's the one I really want. But such is the thing, because it has one of my set items that dropped from that boss. And the team can't do the boss. Now you can just cancel and say, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Reverend Bass goes in the litho, but I think I have to have so many of them. Yeah, I have like not enough. All right, I'm gonna be fishing up a lot of those. So you get the idea, everybody. You just kind of go through and try to find the ones that you can do. And I'll do more of this probably off stream. Looks like I did a few of them. I definitely want to do a lot of fishing. and just get every different type of fish I can get. I would just go and fish in all the different spots first and just try to get, say, 10 of each fish or even 3 of each fish. And then turn in everything that you can, and then specifically go and say, oh, I need to get the Luderick. Okay, I know exactly where to get that one because I went fishing and found the Luderick, which we can just go Luderick here, and then I can click on. I found 3 of the 4 places that one shows up. So I know it's Stoneguard Coast, Quiet's Demise, and Temple of Truth entrance. Stoneguard Coast, by the way, is a really awkward spot. Stoneguard Coast is out here, but some of these, like the one we just did, some of these type of fish are not ocean fish. They're freshwater fish. So you can see right here, it lives in clean fresh water with lots of vegetation. Well, you were like, wait a minute, it says Stoneguard Coast. So Stoneguard Coast is along the edge of Stoneguard Castle. Well, actually, it's not. Actually, if you follow this along this edge, you'll end up kind of doubling back in the Stoneguard Coast all the way up and around, where you end up over here in this freshwater. And so that's actually where Stoneguard Coast is, not down there at the bottom for freshwater anyway. For ocean, then this is Stoneguard Coast. But for freshwater, this is the Stoneguard Coast here at the top. So big tip for you, everybody. Big tip for you on fishing there, on where you can find those. Or I could just go to the other places as well. And again, I can now, since I've been to all the different places, and you can see I've unlocked a lot of fish. I think I've only got 6 left that I haven't found. And those are going to be probably from ones you have to fish in the circles. And then this one right here, Sapphire Phantasmal Fish and Topaz Phantasmal, I think those ones are that secret room I was in the amber one. So yeah, 3 of those I can get it from that. But the level of the fish only go to 24 maximum, and my character right now is actually level 25 fishing, which is awesome. Awesome, crushing it. So, and again, I don't really have anything else to do. I mean, I could do more Nebula Island. I could go do Nebula Island on my other character. But basically, it's going to be where I prefer to do that stuff with the team. Though I could grind my other characters or whatnot. I think the best thing for me to do is to go do a bunch of fishing. And I'll just do that off stream. Let me put this back in here before I foolishly open that and before I really decide what I want that to be. And then I can put this in here. I can put all this other stuff in there. There we go. And probably those in there as well. Until I actually need the things. And the same thing here with the stuff that I cooked. Put that in there until I need it. And same thing here. Lastland style stew. Oh, some of these I could just put right in there. And not have enough of that particular thing. Oh yeah, I need 50. Yeah, I must have made extra. Yeah, see, some of these, you critical them, you get extra ones. So what I want is my, good question. Was damaged by 12. Whitefish pottage. I can tell you I don't need any of those. I don't use defense food all that often. And these are pineapple charts, extra Kaiser salads, and I kind of feel like this was the one I was using. And these are the ones that I made to do the litho. All right. again, I think that's probably good. Again, instead of pushing myself, I got to come back and I got to call my cell phone company again today because they're idiots and do what I got to do. So we'll go ahead and just call it there. I think that's a good spot to stop, and then I'll just work on the fishing off stream and whatnot and do that. Let's go. Kismet Love Trade. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and just make this a little short one today. Only 4 hours. It's still a good stream. And just go ahead and rest up, work on some fishing. I'm probably going to doze off, go full resident sleep, because that's what I was when I'm fishing. If I do fishing, and then and then I just like doze off. And then, so if you see me in game, it's probably me AFK or I'm asleep. It's like a sleep aid. Which I like. It helps me because I have bad insomnia as well. So I'm going to go do that for a while. I also have the event paste here that I'm going to go and do. And then I'll just show you the end result. So I'll just do a whole bunch of it, put in my inventory. When we come back on Friday, I'll just have it all in my inventory and then show you what we can make out of it, see which ones we could get done out of all the fish ones. That'll be super fun. But again, that's it for me, everybody. And I can't help the stream for just taking a quick moment by popping over to these particular locations here. Popping over to youtube.com/KismetBP, hitting that subscribe button over there, which is basically the follow button. You can also check out twitter.com/KismetBP, hit the follow button there. Check out the Discord, check out the website, and especially check out patreon.com/Kismet and help support the stream. If you laughed, you cried, you had a good time, you learned something along the way, please become a Patreon supporter because it does help the stream tremendously. Not only here on the stream, but also videos, guides, highlights, all that other stuff. Bunch of exclusive stuff over there just for patrons as well. All right, so again, thanks to all these peeps and congrats to all these peeps for showing the love or getting the love here in the stream. And again, thanks to all my Patreon supporters down below. I'm going to go ahead and rest up while doing some serious fishing. And then I'll see you guys Friday night for some raiding with my team. Wow, it's already raid time. Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for raiding. We're going to probably do 2, 2, and 3 because we have a total of 7 that we can do. So we'll do 2, try to get some staffs, 2, try to get some other stuff, and then do 3 of the Palo Altos to get everybody their rings and stuff. And I got to make a list before then. I'll probably do that off stream as well. Make a list of all the stuff that people are going for. That's why I have that that 2% stronger spreadsheet, which is basically like a guild roster, so that I know what people's goals are. So I can just set a goal thing, and then I'll post it on the Discord as well. If you do need to update your thing on the spreadsheet, the best thing to do is just go on the Discord and update it, and then put updated next to it, right? So I know that that particular stat has been updated, so I don't have to look through the whole entire thing. Just put updated on the side. That'll be something I talk about tomorrow as well. So if you forget, I'll talk about it as well with the team and say, look, you can just go in, edit the one you have, and just say that this has been updated, that you got that item, or that that you changed it to something else, or like your combat score has been updated, that kind of stuff. And then it's usually good to put the date. So say you updated it today, you would go in and you'd say, updated May 30th. And that's good enough. You don't have to put the year. We basically know the year. at least at this time of year. Maybe in December you might want to put the date, or November. But this time of year we know it's 2025 for now. All right, that's it for me, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and shower you with a bunch of Kizcats because you were super smart. You stayed all the way to the end of the stream, which is always a smart idea. I'm going to roll out of here. I'll be back again 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Friday night with my crew. See you then. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Noru. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button.